Hi. Good morning. Hey, let's see. Breaking news, Sammy declares war on all Gen Z and claims complain about everything. Yes, they do. Anyway. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. How are you? Anyway, let me do the hellos. I see the bot is here again. Hi there, Erratic. Hello, hello. And hey, Ezra. Hello, hello. How are you? I hope you're good. I just woke up. Oh no. Yeah. You're gonna be stuck with morning ASMR until I get rid of it. I'm sorry. I hate that this is just what I sound like in the morning. Cause like before I started working at night, I actually would just not talk until like noon. So I keep forgetting I sound like this because I would literally just not say anything until like noon. Oh, excuse me. Oh wait, I know I forgot something. 1 second. I have to start up all the things. Let's see. Hi, Dart Anura. Hello, welcome in, welcome in. My name is Semi Enigma. I'm an Elder Dragon Mom Boss. How are you today? Don't get used to this voice because this is not what I normally sound like. Let's see. There we go. I trust you, PC Kun. We can do this together. Normally I sound like half dead Danny DeVito. I'll get there eventually, don't worry. But how's everybody been this week? How was your weekend? How art thou? Sorry, I'm booting up my brain. My brain's just like, it's been a little mushy lately. My brain's been a little mushy lately. No work tomorrow because a holiday. That's good, that's good. Just Dart is the scientific name for frog. Getting better. Just got my coffee. I'm waiting for my tea to cool down because I am not burning my tongue for the sake of getting rid of my horrible voice. Well, not horrible. I know this is the preferred voice, but you know, I can't spoil you guys. I can't have you guys thinking I actually sound sexy or anything. You can't be doing that. I forgot what I was like. Don't turn my age, you guys. You'll forget everything. I don't even know how I got here. Or I had these little fingerlings on my desk. Where the teeth. I think I got psychic damage from that one horrifying manga I was reading. I think I got psychic damage from that. And that's why I was like so mushy. Ooh, big numbers, big numbers. Oh, that is a long streak there, damn. Ezra, you're surprisingly loyal. Oh, man. Sorry, I'm stretching. Anyway. Oh, God, I didn't even change the title. Oh, my God. You could tell I'm not awake yet. Let me go fix it. Let me go fix it. I can't believe this. I'm supposed to be a professional. Oh God. 1 second. Let me fix it. Let me fix it. What's it doing? Oh. I mean, technically it's not going to be that different, but let's see. Forgot to change the title. I'm half asleep, y'all. Hello. Let's see. Oh, I'm draw at some point. Maybe. There. Fixed it. No worries on the voice. I used to frequent here before my rebrand. Oh, wait, who were you before? Crashes through the ceiling. Hi, Axel. Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. I can't believe NTR doesn't mean nuclear the rock. Someone like brought it to my attention that I probably shouldn't mention NTR on my server. Like, I don't know. I think it's because I don't, oh, Sizen, hello, hello. You rebrand a lot. Anyway, you good? I said, I'm not tired. I just woke up like 15 minutes ago. I just woke up. I sound like this in the morning. I'm like, or rather, I sound like this when I first wake up. Yeah, it takes me a minute to start sounding like Danny DeVito, so just give it a minute. Just give it a minute. But yeah, I think it's because I don't take NTR seriously, but I guess some people do, so I have to be careful about that. You sound a little grumpy. I'm pretty sure Axel sounds like 110% like sexy, and Ellie's just like dying on the floor. Are you mad? No. Oh no, not the grumpy, not the grumpy. Axel probably gets like that horrifying gravelly voice that some guys get where he just sounds angry for no reason. And he's like, bitch, are you mad? Why are you mad? He's like, I'm not mad, I'm just tired. Fun fact, I do have resting bitch face too, so I squint a lot, so I'm like, what? Hi Casey, hello, hello, welcome in, welcome in. I forgot. Oh yeah, I was working on the I like the my isekai story is like my Sisyphus rock. I keep messing with it. Like I don't know what my morning voice sounds like. I honestly, you either sound super cute or super tired. There's no in between with you. Doesn't have my first instinct is to crack my neck. Axel, you sound like you turn into a thug when you first wake up. Like you crack your neck, you know, you're squinting and glaring at everything. That's great. Ow. Step my toe. I am waking up, I swear. I need to stop starting at 10 a.m. I'm usually awake by 11, but I like having more time with you guys, you know? I like having more time with you guys. So I'm like, it's not my fault the sun is too bright. Mood. I need to get some blackout curtains, but if I did, I'd never see the sun again. My spine, oh my god. You do? Oh well, shit. That's a skill issue then. Skill issue. I was playing Stardew the other day. I forgot how fun that game is. They've been bleached by the sun. Oh no! The curtains are like, we were black once. The sun whitewashed us. Hee hee. Let me stop. That's not funny. That is not funny. Oh my god, my brain. I forgot what I was talking about again. You weren't wrong. I mean, yeah. I don't even have curtains. I just have blinds and this shit. I just have crappy blinds. I need to get some actual curtains. That would be nice. Get some actual curtains, you know. Hi Jay, hello. I choked. Hi Jay. God. Hi AJ. Hello. God. Like, that was awful. Okay, there we go. I was just like, I think I was choking on the dust in my lungs. Jeez. Oh man. I forgot what I was talking about again. This is like the slowest, like when you're like revving up the engine. It could be worse. Could have been a burp. I mean, I try not to like belch on stream because I hate that. I hate when streamers do that. When they do that thing where they just belch for like no reason. I hate that. That is like a pet peeve of mine. Like, it pisses me off so much where I'm like, bro, stop. That's gross. Like, it's not bad to burp, but like when they intentionally do it into the mic, I despise that. The side facing my room, nice navy blue. The side facing the window, the ugliest crack you've ever seen. I got double protect with curtains and bed curtains. Ooh, nice. I would love bed curtains. Sadly, my bed is not curtain compatible. Yeah, not curtain compatible. Anyway, god damn it, when's Danny DeVito gonna get here? Is my tea not scalding yet? I'm having Earl Grey tea, by the way. Oh, that feels so nice. Oh, that feels so nice. The best thing about Earl Grey is if you go to any restaurant that serves hot tea, they're almost always guaranteed to have it. So I will always do that. I now have to get to bed. Wait, no, I have to get, oh God. I now have to get a bed duvet stapled to my recording booth. What is a duvet and why are you stapling it? That's weird. Just go in the closet like normal people. They can be gross, but it's the ones that sound like they're exorcising a demon from their body. It's impressive. I mean, yeah. To reduce echoing, go in the closet. I simply installed a railing on my ceiling. Oh, okay. I can't do that here. I wish I could, but yeah, alas. Oh, I'm slowly getting to my Danny DeVito. I'm slowly getting there. Hi, Cass. Hello. What do you mean it's been weird? What happened? What happened to you, my baby? What happened? It is in the closet. We'll go deeper. Go deeper in the closet, AJ. Anyway. I'm also debating. Hey, TD. Hello. I'm also debating. I want to start drawing the human forms for the demon guys. I don't know who I should start with. Should I start with Zeppelin, the baby, or should I start with the oldest? I don't know which one I should start with. I already know that Fibonacci is going to be wearing a Hawaiian shirt. And he's going to be wearing a suit, but he's going to be wearing a Hawaiian shirt, which I will despise. Because he has to have something I hate about him, apparently. More of a black tea man myself. Also, any dry fruit teas are good. Oh, fruit teas are good. Like, I love strawberry teas. They were really tasty. I really like those. I took all of the clothes out and sprayed foam in the walls. Well, it's not a closet if there's not clothes. Put the clothes back in there. 3-hour brownout. That sounds horrifying. And now my Ethernet don't doing the work. At least I could still have a decent connection. I'm so sorry, Cass. You vote for the oldest? Okay. Is the Hawaiian shirt over or under the suit? Because he is not the horrifying demon of layering, it's going to be under the suit. Hi, Triple. Hello. Welcome in. Triple, I dreamed about you. Triple. It was very funny. Anyway. They're like a peach tea I like. Sadly, I don't like peach. That's like the problem. Peach is a perfectly good fruit. I just don't like the taste of it most of the time. Not a fan, you know. Yeah, I did. So the dream I had about Triple, right? As is most of my dreams, they were weird. So imagine me, you know, Semi-Enigma, the dragon woman. I'm like outside with my kids that I have for some reason. Real talk, I don't know why when I dream I tend to have a husband and children. My kids are a menace. Anyway, so I'm like at the water park with my kids. I have like 3 kids, by the way. And I'm minding my own business. Oh, hi, hello. And thank you so much for the gifted scribbles. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Malcolm. And so So I'm at the water park with my kids. They're being a menace, as is tradition. They summoned a water serpent, you know. And then you got poor Triple. Triple is the lifeguard, okay? Triple, I don't know why you're working at the water park, but, you know. So you're at the water park, you know. My kids are being a menace. You're trying to stop them from eating, like, having them have the water serpent eat the pool, you know? And you're like... like, and just imagine, like, Triple, he's like, you three, stop that. Stop right there. Sammy, do something about your kids. And I'm like, I'm watching them. They're like, whee! With this, like, giant water, like, thing, you're like, and then, like, I don't know why, Triple, like, just, he has this epiphany. He's like, wait, the Digimon. I'm like, the what? Like, reverse Digivolved it somehow? It turned into one of those little bean-shaped ones. They're like, ah. And I was like, the fuck did you do? And, like, you're, like, standing all proud on the side of the pool being like, I reverse Digivolved it. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I was like, well, oh, fun's over, kids. Now you have to be normal. And they're like, no, man. Okay. Because apparently they're only allowed one chaos event per dream, I guess. And if you're wondering where their dad is, he was working. So, like, I, like, woke up, like, right after that. And I was just like, why do this is Triple's fault somehow. I associate him with Digimon, apparently. Also, I don't, like, one day I will draw my horrifying dream children, but I will never draw my husband. Because I don't know, I think he's just discount Sephiroth, I'm not gonna lie, because he has long white hair. So I'm like, I think he's just discount Sephiroth, honestly. My favorite thing about my weird dream canon is that my, like, husband is, like, a former hero from an isekai fantasy or some shit, because he's absurdly powerful. Like, I still remember, like, the first time I ever saw this man, like, in a dream. Like, I was, the magical school I worked at had I was a teacher at a magic school, and basically a freaking isekai protagonist showed up with his harem and is like, I need a busty One-san, I choose you. And I'm like, no, get to class. And, like, the school legitly ties me up in a wedding dress and is trying to, like, force me to marry the hero. And I'm like, I'm already married. And then, like, my husband shows up and smacks the boy so hard, he smacks off a portion of the planet. Like, the boy didn't die, obviously, but it was the funniest shit ever. Where, like, this, like, just imagine this former hero just shows up, just bitch slaps this teenage boy so hard that a chunk of the planet flies off for trying to force me to marry this child. Anyway, let me go back and see what the comments are doing. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, that's my reaction to grapefruit. Okay, grapefruits are just gross, though. They're gross. Oh god, dear god, Tiny Semi's the world will not survive the bugs. My kids are great. I tend to have between 3 and 5 kids in the dream, so, you know. I don't know what keeps happening to the other 2. Semi's kids really inherit his chaotic personality. Oh, my kids are a menace. I love my kids. I de-digivolve for the, like, the kids or the pool or myself. You did the sea monster. The sea monster de-digivolved. Sounds like a webcomic plot. Oh god. I remember this video you told me years ago. Yeah, the like when my weird dream canonical husband gets involved, it is so funny. Like, I don't know when or where I met this man. And he seems also perfectly fine with our horrifyingly chaotic children. Question is, would they have Semi's horn design, or would they have unique horn designs? Weirdly enough, my kids don't have horns. They have my hair color they have my two-tone hair color, but none of them have horns. I guess they got that from their dad. I don't know. None of them have white hair like their dad, though. Like, But yeah, my kids are a menace. You can just tell they're mine because they just look like me. Also, the huge surge of art recently has been amazing. You're doing great. Yeah, honestly, it's because I've just decided to just draw what I want. My audience be damned. Oh, here we go. We got the Danny DeVito back. Yeah, there we go. None of that sultry, sexy nonsense. Get the crap out of here. This is what you really come for, this horrifying, garbled voice. Oh, Lord. It's a crime that only 450... it's only 450 with the high stream streak. Oh, well, pat. But, is it anyway. Cough. But yeah, the, what was I saying? Shit. Anyway. But no, like, but yeah, my art has literally just been, I'm drawing weird, like, crap I feel like drawing, which apparently is just muscular men wearing progressively gayer shit. Because apparently that's what I'm into. That is why but I've evolved. Now Twitter thinks I'm a bisexual man instead of just a gay man. I've evolved. I'm still not a woman. Where it's like, nah, okay, here's some women. And I'm like, thank you, Twitter. They're like, but you're obviously still a dude. I'm like, thanks, Twitter. So at least I'm a bisexual man instead of just a gay man now. Congrats to me. My feed, I swear. Anyway. What was I gonna do? I forgot. Whatever. Tasty. But yes, no deep calming voice for you. You get this weird gremlin bullshit. Oh. But yeah, I guess so, since it's been mentioned already, I guess I'll work on the oldest today, and then we'll go in order. So we'll do from oldest to youngest. Twitter is still a brain drain, sorry. Yeah. Like, I've got my Twitter pretty under control for the most part. I had to unfollow or like mute a bunch of VTubers though. I had to. Like, I've given up on saying I'm not a VTuber anymore, even though I'm not gonna put the tag back in my stuff, just so I don't, you know, yeah. Like, because I'm like, I can't pretend I'm not one, because I'm like, I still like the core of being a VTuber. I just don't like the community. Speaking of the community, if you've heard of the Onyx Awards, go ahead and support them, just because, like, they're trying to not be ass. So support them a little bit. Anyway, I told my doctor that my back was hurting. He paused and then asked, do you remember Tony Hawk Pro Skater? What the? I said, yeah, and I played that shit when it first came out. And he wrote on my chart, subject is basically a walking get out of here. Not Tony Hawk. Cloth. Anyway. Look. Like, I don't know. There's like but I don't know, the VTubing space is getting weird. Or not weird, but weirder. Honestly, the voice did throw me off. All I could think was, who the hell is this? You aren't overtly sassy and unhinged dragon lady, I know. That's what I sound like in the morning. I've had so much fun being a part of the small indie groups with mutuals rather than the mainstream VTuber communities. Yeah, I think it's kind of sad. I understand how we got here, but it's still sad to me that this is basically literally because I think it's because I think we're starting to hit that point where because all what you call them, industries kind of hit this. We're starting to hit when we're hitting the actual normal, we're hitting that. I remember Pro Skater from '99. Yeah, I remember it too. I'm like, god damn it, fucking Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Anyway, god, remember when like skateboarding was, and like that dirt bike thing was like I mean, I guess it is still an extreme sport, but I remember when that first became an extreme sport. It was over there with yo-yos. Had to restart. Okay, welcome back, Cass. But yeah, I think my issue with a lot of like the VTubing community right now is it thrives off of negativity and people don't want to admit it, and then all it does is it makes people want to complain, and then they never have anything of substance to say. They're like, oh, this person has a take, I'm gonna complain about it. This person has a take, I'm gonna complain about it. This person has a take, I'm gonna complain about it. I'm like, no one gives a shit. Like, I'm so tired. Pogs is coming back. Oh god, not Pog. Okay, wait, are the Pogs coming back as cardboard or plastic? Because the Pogs I had were cardboard. How the fuck did yo-yo become an extreme sport? Okay, look, I don't know either. All I know is that people were legitly like, back in my day, yo-yos were like the Laboobits of today. Like, and they were like not just any yo-yo, like there was like all the tricks that you had to do with yo-yos. Like, people got paid money to do the yo-yo. It was stupid, and they all had like lights in them and stuff. It was the dumbest shit ever. I'm like, in my school, like, people got like jumped for these stupid yo-yos. I'm like, what the fuck? Cardboard, good. Oh, just a bit of fact, Frelly, when she wakes up in the morning, she goes full baby mode. And she wants me to stay in bed like a bit longer so she can have an extra hour of sleep. Oh my god. Axel, I'm gonna kidnap your girlfriend. She's so cute. Damn it. Oh yeah, the metal pogs that were illegal. Unfortunate negativity is the best source of information, you know, drama, and it just fuels like journalism, clickbait. Yeah. Also, I never said hello to Red Ferocious. Hello. Tech Dex. Oh no, not Tech Dex. Oh god. Those little things are cute though. Plastic and metal are the slammers, yeah. Also, yo-yos are still in, but just a lot calmer, thank god. Remember Fishugi? It's like Fishugi Yugi? Are you talking about that? Not gonna like, we got yo-yos banned at elementary school back in the day. Yeah, Beyblades at the top. Oh god, not Beyblades. Someone help. I've never really been good with trends to begin with. Like, back in my day, I still remember one trend we had was butterfly clips. Oh god. So these, oh shit, I literally pulled my headphones out. 1 second. Come back here. Come back here. Come here. Okay, wait. All right. I ripped out my headphones. Filipino found a way to gamble with a yo-yo. Use coins instead and you win the stack. Oh my god. I want to make my own custom bet with metal printing. Is expensive. All I'm trying to remember was Bakugo. Oh, Bakugo. Not yo-yos, Pogs. Oh, okay. At least, but yeah, we had I remember we had butterfly clips, or my favorite one, which was like not friendship bracelets, but there were these type of like beaded bracelets that you could basically make, but the school banned them because they said the amount of bracelets was the amount of people you slept with, but we were in middle school. So they're like, no, we're not doing that. We're not. Oh, hello. Hello there, basically, Val, welcome in. My name is Semi Enigma. I'm an Elder Dragon Mom Boss. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hello, how art thou? We're talking about trends from the olden days. See, wait, no, Bakugo, Bakugo, okay, I'm about to say Bakugo, dang. Bakugo was trending back in the day. Bakugo's best character, fight me. Anyway. I remember when. I say hello at all. How's everybody? If you need to dine and dash, I definitely understand. We're just getting started around here. I just shed my horrifying sexy voice, but how art thou? If you snap and break one, it's basically saying you're next. Oh god. I did my job, Semi, don't scream at me. You're making me sound like an evil boss. I mean, I am, but they don't need to know that yet. What about Skylanders and Club Penguin? Oh god, I'm old. I'm tired, so I had to show love to you. No problem. Thank you so much for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Same here. Yeah. Like, oh god, I'm so old. I did not prepare to come in here and feel old. And I was like, and I got us jailed, damn. Yeah, we're reliving the olden days. I also remember the Wizard 101 ads. Yeah, get back from ad jail. No. Like I remember Pogs, Skylander, Marbles, and is anybody else enough to remember Marbles? And the horrifying time that is Beanie Babies. Have a nice day. Okay, have a nice day, Z. But have a great stream. No problem. Thank you. Thank you very much for streaming in. Like, what am I rating in, by the way? Oh no, not ad jail. Everybody's in ad jail. Damn. I'm like literally sitting here thinking about all my horrifying stuff. Don't worry, I will take care of the gremlins and I will totally not put anyone in the basement that doesn't exist. Anyway. Be like, Sammy, what's that door? I'm like, don't worry about it. That's fine. I put them in mine. Oh, so they're using the basement. Then they won't complain about it. Good. I avoided the Y'all remember Hit Chips? I think I might have missed one. Also, thank you very much, Rumble VT, for joining the organization. You can pick up your badge at the front desk. They're used to that. They're like, what is the sun? What is this? Put us back in the dock. Damn it, now I associate basements with that one manga. Anyway, enough about making people feel old and talking about the past. Speaking of the past, let me stop. My tea is finally drinkable, so I could stop sounding awful. Or sound more awful, whichever I feel like. Oh my god, I love hot tea in the morning. It tastes so good. See, or that one friend who had, oh god, moon shoes. Oh, those horrifying things. God, I remember moon shoes. Ugh. Why am I so old? Okay, to be fair, sock and boppers were fun. Sock and boppers were very fun. And then like there was that awful Furby situation. Or Tickle Me Elmo. I never had a Tickle Me Elmo, but I do know that my aunt punched someone unconscious for a Tickle Me Elmo. I had the first edition of Easy Bake Oven before they started looking like weird little microwaves. God, I'm old. Hot Wheels! Hot Wheels are still a thing. They're still a thing. I saw the ad in Sock and Boppers. One kid punched another with the real hand. Yeah. I don't want to hear y'all complaining. I'm older than all y'all. Remember when water guns sounded like anime attacks? Yeah. Those were the days. Those were the days. I feel so sorry for kids these days. They don't get to know about half of the horrifying dangers that is just being a child. All they get is just, I don't know, grooming on the internet. Like, that's still bad. Don't groom children. Anyway. Let's see. Oh, hey there, Psych. I know your name is Zyken, but I keep calling you Stu Rabbit. How you doing, Stu Rabbit? How you doing? Sock and Boppers were the safest way to shoot the thing. Like, when I was a kid, I remember, like, every year there's like a fad thing during Christmas. And I remember for me, one year it was like Ballerina Barbie, who honestly was a very one-note Barbie, but I wanted one more than anything else in the world. And I asked for one and I didn't get one. I was very disappointed. Then my neighbor got one. And she got a Ballerina Barbie. And I realized, I'm so glad my parents didn't buy me this thing, because it's stupid. I was like, you know, this is kind of dumb. This is kind of dumb. You can't even change her clothes. She just spins around weirdly. Why do I want this? This is dumb. like those Nerf guns that went, oh my god. Royal, like, Battle Royale. They never feared hearing a Furby turn on without batteries at 3 a.m. Oh yeah, don't Furbies have a tendency to scream? Like, oh god. Club Penguin survivors would disagree because that shit was everywhere. We're back to yeah, Ballerina Barbie is actually just a Beyblade. She's just a Beyblade. Remember Dragonfly's toys? God. Sky Dancers, which was like gendered toys are funny because there would be a girl version and a boy version. I forgot what the boy version, I forgot what the boy version was, but I know Sky Dancers were funny as shit. Like they even had a cartoon. $2 increase is crazy. Oof, man. I don't remember much about Beyblade. I just know they had a cartoon and there was a kid who died or something. Yeah, Dragonflies, and they also had a cartoon. The girl version was just pink and the $2 more. It was. Girl stuff always costs more. Because I guess the pink tax, you know. My favorite thing about like Sky Dancers is like, I had one, but she did not live for very long because we had a ceiling fan and she got decapitated. Like, I don't remember if it was intentional or not. I don't remember if I was intentionally trying to get her decapitated on the ceiling fan, but eventually she did. Question for y'all: who had little sisters and did they have Winx doll? I had a little sister, but she was traumatized by me. I didn't even know what Winx was until I saw the cartoon. What is that? I had pound puppies. We had pound puppies. Like, we had pound puppies. What was that? There was this one dog doll where the dog could give birth. Like, there was like this dog toy and it was pregnant and you can have it give birth to like puppy. And the amount of puppies was a surprise. I think no, it was called Puppy Surprise. But they had it, you could not tell. It was like a gotcha. You couldn't tell how many puppies went there. It was between like 3, but sometimes you can get up to like 6 or 7. But it would just be full of puppies, and it would be like, let me pause. Like, but the thing about the puppies, right, is they be quote unquote born with their eyes closed, but if you put like cold water on their eyes or some shit, then their eyes will open and be like, it's like they're really alive. And I'm like, what kind of weird toy? I had one, by the way. I don't know why. But I lost all the puppies at one point. They were like cute and all, but they were definitely like weird. Done giving birth to your dog toys, shove it back in, do it again. Honestly, that was the appeal. You could shove the puppies back into the dog and have them give birth. Like, you could pretend to be like, you know, that one scene. Like, I guarantee you, I think the only reason that became popular is because of like 101 Dalmatians, because you could pretend that they were giving birth and one of the puppies died and you brought it back to life. That's how I kept playing with mine. I'm just like, oh no, this puppy's dead. I gotta do that weird little poke thing to raise the baby from the dead. I was seeing clips of a cartoon in the show, and one of them had the power to make 2 kids gay. What? That's great. One of my friends still has the Doodle Bear. Oh god, not the Doodle. Toys were weird back then. I don't know what toys are like now, but back then toys had the weirdest gimmicks. Like, oh my god, it's a dog that poops. It's a dog that gives birth. It's a girl that's pregnant. I'm like, I know there's a pattern here. Anyway, one question from my fellow 2000s is, did y'all watch Totally Spies? Oh my god, y'all didn't really want the toys, but they did them. Wait, were Totally Spies for girl toys? Because I've never seen a Totally Spies toy. I've never seen one. Let's see, another one. Has anyone had V-Smile? What the heck is that? A bunch of bodily functions toys, like, or like the girl toy dolls. The girl dolls were always like, look, this baby can eat food. This baby can pee on you. I don't understand. This baby can throw up. I'm like, why do y'all keep making this? I blame all the fumes they inhaled from Gak. Oh god, Gak. I hate Gak. Well, I hate Gak, but I love slime, even though they're basically the same thing. Remember when the Care Bears was a thing and they somehow defeated Disney in the box office? Oh my god. Have you seen the old school Care Bear movies? They're fighting apathy with brainwashing. It is the funniest shit I've ever seen. I remember like the weird evil sexy book. Like, I guarantee you, if that one with the evil, sexy book was made nowadays, people would just make fan art being creepy towards the book because she had a face and a mouth. I'm just like, there's no way anyone was gonna leave that mouth untouched. I'm just saying. People are weird. Also back at Totally Spies, bro. That show was fetish fuel. Like, they were funny because they kept going after the fetishes that were like very hyper specific, so people just didn't realize, like, your average person didn't realize it was a fetish show, but the person who had that fetish is like, wait a minute, this is for me. Like, inflation, my beloved. I'm like, what? Inflation in the show? Like, inflation, furries, that one muscle episode. Tickling. I'm like, oh god. Don't start about the older cartoon. V-Small is basically a kid console that had stuff like the alphabet and Park and Zazu. What the fuck? I remember them in the villain oh yeah, then the villain like to the thing called Dark Heart. Y'all remember when I forced you to watch like the old school like Generation 1 My Little Pony? I might make you watch Care Bears. It's on YouTube. I might make you watch Care Bears with me. The belt scene. The muscle episode living down a dark path as an adult. Oh god. I'm not gonna lie, Totally Spies was a great show. I'll DM you how it looks. I'm scared. But like, I might make you watch old school Care Bears. Like, I love Care Bears because they had like a weird like lore to them. They had weird canon. They're like, we have Care Bears, but oh my god, we also have the Care Bear cousins, and then we also have these 2 new baby Care Bears. No, the bears do not have sex, so we don't know where these baby Care Bears came from. That used to bother me a lot when I was a kid. That they had these little baby Care Bears that showed up out of nowhere, but I did not know who their parents were, and that bothered me immensely. Yeah, I remember the Men in Black show. I also remember the Godzilla cartoon. And then the other Godzilla cartoon, Godzuki. It was funny, but now adults, bro, they probably... someone's awake. Like, Disney was also people's awakening. The bears came from Mama and Papa Bear, who cared a lot. I think there was like a Grandma Bear or something. But like, no, they literally just showed up out of nowhere. Oh yeah, I remember the plug and play games, yeah. Oh god, now I'm just thinking, like, remember Gummy Bears? Remember Gummy Bears, which is a weird thing to sell juice? It was like, Gummy Bears were weird. Like, Gummy Bears were a thing. I liked Gummy Bears though, but like, Gummy Bears are funny. Like, it used to confuse me a lot when I was a kid because the Gummy Bear show and the Gummy Bear snack were 2 blatantly different things. And I'm like, are they edible? Are they food? I was what the fuck? TD, honey, what is that? It looks like a bludgeoning weapon. I hate it. Anyway. Oh god, SWAT cats. Oh jeez. To be fair, yeah, the lady from SWAT Cats was weirdly sexy. It was awkward. I unironically loved the MLB cartoon. It was an interesting style. Like 80s and like 90s cartoons were very fascinating because it didn't like, hey, does anybody remember the Conan cartoon? Like, okay, so when I was a kid, I was just not allowed to like media unless there was a black person in it. So that was why I was allowed to watch the Conan cartoon, because there was a blatant black man in it. Yeah, the Conan the Adventurer. I'm just like, wait, there's a black person there. The amount of media I was not allowed to look, like, that's actually why for the longest time I never got to watch Star Wars, because my parents were convinced there was no black people in it. Like, but that's also why I was able to watch like Marshall Bravestar, because Marshall Bravestar was not black, but he was brown enough to count, even though he was Native American. Like, I was allowed to watch the old Dungeons and Dragons cartoon because there was a black girl in it. Like, and what was the other one? Oh yeah, like Pirates of Dark Water, because they had dark skin, so that counted. Basically, if there was a character that had dark enough skin, my parents would let me watch it. They would never let me watch anything that didn't have any black people in it. Which really narrowed down my scope. Like, I still haven't really watched Star Wars, even though there's more black people in there. Pirates of Darkwater was so good. I feel so sad that it didn't get a good proper end, but I'm kind of glad it's just over there. But I know they're gonna mess with it sooner or later and make everybody wait. Question: did y'all watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer? No, because there's no black people in it. JK. Anyway, we now know that Joss Whedon was a pervert. Like, so remember, no matter what you like, even if it was good, it was made by a pervert. Anyway, SWAT cats. I also like street sharks because, according to my dad, the sharks were black. Like, the sharks were black, and like the Teenage Ninja Turtles were also black. If it was an animal, it was black to my dad. Celebrity Deathmatch. Oh my god, when they just made a claymation. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that the world was awesome. Like, SWAT cats was fascinating. I was like, hey, long hello. Or Extreme Dinosaurs. Yeah, I was also and also according to my dad, all of the Transformers were also black. So you watch PJ's? Yeah, the projects. Yeah, I watched that. But yeah, my favorite thing about Street Sharks is that they were all bald, except for like the 1/5 like Green Ranger of the Street Sharks, who he got turned into a shark, but like he had hair, and the other guys were mad that he had hair. Like, and like they were looking for their dad, but their dad was like, you know, a block over in a basement somewhere. But yeah, no, Axel, according to my dad, if it was an animal, it was black. No, like, the gummy bears, they were black. The Care Bears, they were black. Like, it was like, that's just how it was to my dad. I used to really like the Power Rangers, but I fell off, like, right after the, like, ninja one. Yeah. No matter how white they acted. Look, you have to understand. Like, acting white in the South is how you survive, so that was okay. As long as they didn't look white, that's what mattered. And according to my dad, you being white is actually look like a white person. Also, if you're wondering, Aladdin and all of the lions from Lion King, they are also black. My dad, I asked him this like a year ago. He's like, yeah, they're black. I'm like, okay. Sonic, he's black too. So, your dad is objectively correct. No, Ninja Storm was my childhood. Also, which ninja one? The first one. Like, it was more of my sister's show than for me. I was over there with, like, you know, battle, like, what was it? Beetle Battleborgs or whatever the fuck. Like, I was over there with, like, the girl shit. Like Sky Dancers and Gem and the Holograms and She-Ra, the first one. I can't bring myself to watch the current one. I'm pretty sure it's perfectly passable, but I actually really liked old school She-Ra. Like, it was weirdly badass for what it was. Big Bag Beetleborgs is another good show. Yeah, I actually liked it. There was like another one that I was mad about because the girl costume was stupid. I think it was like something to do with Camel. It was like something to do with King Arthur and his knights or something. All I remember is it had like 3. I think instead of like 5 members, it had 4. But one was a girl and she had the stupidest outfit. Like, I hated it. I'm like, why does she look so stupid? Not Quest for Camelot, but that. Look, I don't hate Quest for Camelot, but it needed help. It needed help. Like. Here's a real obscure one for the Gen X kids. Remember the super hyper monkey team of Force Go? I've heard of that, but I never watched it. Also, hey, Raphael, hello. Yeah, Mystic Knights. That thing was ass. Like, the girl looks like she was just wearing, I don't know why. Like, and I guess it's because she was a teenager and it wasn't Japanese. That's why her outfit looked so bad. But it looked so awful. She looked so stupid. It was so bad. One episodes of Kuga? Oh, I don't know what that is. Super Robot Monkey Team Hyper Force Go Mentions. Like, oh my gosh. Ah, look, we're bonding. We're bringing it. See, this is, you don't have to be sexy to get people into your stream. Just talk about obscure bullshit. Oh, it's a Kamen Rider. I never really got into Kamen Rider. Like, I know Kamen Rider is legitly its own thing. I just never really quite got into it, sadly. Like, again, I was over there with stupid girly crap. Like My Little Pony, before it was cool, back when it was ass. We had Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, Gen 4. They were all ass, but I loved them. I loved My Little Pony. Like, I think it's kind of sad that the most famous season kind of got derailed, because the stories for My Little Pony can get pretty dark. I still remember Gen 1, how there was this random, like, the guy who was like, not Hordak, but like, the big bad guy. Like, he's just a human man. There was like a time in My Little Pony where there's a guy who was a prince, but he looked like he was a 40-year-old man. He had a mustache and everything, and it was weirdly and creepily implied that this man and Megan were in love, but Megan was like 14. He never showed up again because the implication was too weird. My favorite villain called Dangerous Zombies. Peak Edgelord. Oh god, the worst thing I've ever seen is, what do you mean they fight Hitler, as is tradition? God, I remember Beast Wars, the first Transformers, stuff like that. What was it? That was another one I thought of just now. Tiger Sharks, Thundercats, and Silverhawks were actually pretty good. Oh, has anyone seen the Puff the Magic Dragon cartoons? There's 3. Has anyone seen them except for me? Please tell me other people have seen them. Yes, Puff the Magic Dragon from The Song has 3 animated specials. No, not, yeah, I've seen Dragon Tales. I love Dragon Tales, but no. Puff the Magic Dragon, the song about smoking weed, has 3 animated specials that completely do away with that interpretation, and it's literally about a magic dragon that invades a kid's life and teaches them a lesson about better mental health. Like, I kid you not, the first one, okay, the first one, it feels like this dragon cures this boy of autism, and I don't know how to feel about it. Like, this kid is a non-verbal, like child, and his parents don't know why, and Puff literally invades this kid's room, takes him on an adventure, and cures him of his weird autism. I'm like, what? What? Well, I don't know if it is autism, because I don't know if that's a type of autism or not, but it feels like it is. Yes, Beast Wars. Never heard of it. There was a lot of Gecko Lock shit. Yeah. Or Geolock stuff, yeah. Yeah, I remember Tiny Toons. Like, the thing is, Puff the Magic Dragon felt like it was made for me as a child. Because, I think it framed it more that this kid had a mental block versus him having actual autism, because it was definitely not a thing back then. But, like, there's that one. There was the second one, where it basically actually had a really deep message about this girl whose parents divorced, and Puff took her to the land of lies. And the last one was, I think that kid was actually autistic, where he was just very, very creative and had an imaginary friend because everyone thought he was too weird. I might force you guys to watch Puff the Magic Dragon, because I did make you guys watch The Point, which was basically kind of about racism. So, you know, we're gonna make it. I will figure out how to make you guys watch old cartoons again. Anyway. Marshall Bravestar is my jam. 3030 is sexually attracted to his gun. I will fight people. Anyway. Oh god, another old cartoon just popped into my head from Cartoon Network. Y'all remember Hero 108? Yeah, vaguely. Kablam was great. Remember, like, what was it? Not Kablam, like in Kablam, there was like that one show with the action figures, and the one guy was like Melt Man, who had the power to melt. That's all he could do. Yeah, you can't escape. I was like, hey there, Elliot, hello. Watching old Takusatsu, so I started watching old cartoons one day. Wait, question. Reboot, did Bob get called black too? Yes. Bob, Dot, and the boy were also black because they were green. If you were not white, you were black to my dad. It's kind of funny because for the longest time, my dad wouldn't let us just watch cable. He would actually record it at like his friend's house and bring us VHSs. That's how like I watched most shows. My dad would record the shows at his friend's house where he was smoking weed at. I didn't know he was smoking weed, but that's what he was doing. So he would record shows for me and my sister so he didn't have to buy cable. We have like hundreds of VHS tapes. And like, my dad would bring them back. So that's how I knew about Ninja Turtles and stuff like that. And it's literally, my dad was like, it's because it has black people, so it's okay. I was able to watch Thundar because Thundar had Ariel, who was ambiguously brown, but dad said she was black. Oh god, not Stripperella. That's like, it was like the funniest thing. Like, that's also how we ended up with a copy of the Lodos War, because dad saw at some point there's a dark elf in there and the villain was dark skinned, therefore they were black, so it's okay. He also considered Parn, the main character who was slightly tan, to also be black. So, because my dad actually liked anime, he just didn't even know that that's what it was called. Like, my dad actually does love anime, but he did not have a name for it back then because they didn't call it that. They called it Japanimation. So there's a lot of stuff I'd end up watching solely because my dad thought they were black people. Well, I actually count myself lucky because a lot of people don't know don't know that there's a lot of representation, but it was weirdly in the corner. Like, which I'm kind of glad, because I don't have that kind of weird black people aren't allowed to be in things mentality some people have, because I've seen them my entire life. Like, not only that, but a lot of these shows that have quote unquote not black people in them also tend to have really strong female characters in them as well. Like, Thunder has a lot of strong female characters and it's so funny. Thundar is like the most wokest thing I've ever fucking seen. It is so great. I love Thundar so much. He is so stupid. I unironically want to see these VHS tapes mainly because I want to see the commercials. Yeah, my dad would also record the commercials back then. Macross had a black woman as a prominent character. I actually got to see Macross too. I don't remember a lot of it because it was when I was a kid, but if my dad spot a brown character, they're black, I got to watch it. So I got to, even though you know, for the longest time I'm just like, I'll literally sit there and wait to see the character that my dad thought was okay. I will sit there and be like, there she is, or there he is. I have this thing called my favorite game, where, like, I'll say Barcelona. I still do this. When I watch a movie, I literally will count the amount of black people in there. I still do this. My friends hate when I do this. I'm like, okay, I'm about to play my favorite game. Where I will sit there and count every single black or dark-skinned person in a movie. I ruined the Pirates of Caribbean for someone because it was 33. Oh shit, I gotta get to drawing, don't I? I also do this in real life if I feel uncomfortable. If I'm in a crowd and I do not see another black person, I will start playing my favorite game to make myself feel better. Because I feel super uncomfortable if I'm in a place with like 0 black people. Because that means someone's gonna be a jerk to me. Like, ugh. Anyway, let's get to doodling, shall we? I still remember when Brave started Captain oh yeah, Captain Planet was also black. I was like, Dad, is Captain Planet black? He's like, yeah, there's a black man there. Also, the Magic School Bus, because there's a black kid. There was 2 black kids in it. And that one guy at the end, he was also black. Yeah, Whoopi's guy, he didn't count. He thought Gaia was Mexican, but because like Kwame was there, I was allowed to watch the show. So the more is that you can't die in a cartoon. That's an episode about trucks. This is true. Oh yeah, I forgot Marshall Bravestar does actually have a straight up black man in it. He's like the doctor. Okay, anyway, let me get to drawing so I can actually still say this is an art stream. Let me get over there. Let's get to drawing Big Bro, shall we? Let's get in there. I feel like the 80s and 90s when it came to drugs was so funny because it was always like, you know, oh no, whatever is addicted to drugs, and then they immediately go down. Like, I understand that's kind of how it was, but like, it got comical at some point. Come on, wake up. Oh, jeez. Come on. Let's see. So I'm trying to get my tablet to work. Okay, PC-kun, we're gonna do this. Okay. At least I think we are. Okay, damn. Sorry, I'm in the midst of fighting PC-kun apparently. Hmm? Oh. Oh boy, what is this? Oop, well, good thing I didn't switch yet, damn. Oh dear, my tablet's dead. Oh god, let's see what's going on here. Where are you? Which one is you? Is it this one? Okay, it's this one. I'm trying to get my tablet to work. There we go. There we go, buddy. Okay. Now I can start trying. Because I was like, oh no. I just got this thing 2 years ago. It can't die now. It can't be doing that. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and switch over. So we can draw Big Bro here. The broest of Broham. See, those go up. What the? Oh, right. I forgot. Give me that there. There we go. All right. Actually, let me move you over here so I can actually look at you. Jose Bridman, hello. Okay. So we're drawing the Big Bro first. The Big Bro Fist. The Big Bro. A horrible nickname. He's like, yep, this is my big brother, Bro Fist. 90s was a bunch. Oh god. Excuse me. Goodness, I'm so sorry. Like the, there we go. PewDiePie, no. The Cree love privilege. Oh god. Okay. Anyway. All right now. So let's see here. So we got. So we're gonna draw Big Bro here. He's got. This is gonna be Big Bro's human form. Since I already know what he looks like, this will be a bit easier for me. The big muscular man. He's a big muscular dude. I thought you should PewDiePie because of no. I didn't even know he had that association, to be honest. I had no idea. Okay. What kind of pose are we doing here? So he's not gonna have his horns anymore because he is now a humane. He is a humane now. So since he is a humane, we must give him humane features. I don't know. Like, he's gonna have a suit because I like suits. It was in his early career for their gaming era. Oh, okay. Look at his tiny head. He's probably gonna have his arms crossed because he is a big brother, and as a big brother of fellow brothers, he has a tiny head. I don't like distract by how tiny his head is. Give him a what the? Okay, I don't. Cass, what is that? What is that? Like, Cass, what is that? He doesn't even want to be here. I have to make it. I will make his head bigger, maybe. I don't know, honey. I don't know what that is. Let's see. Like, I know what a lapel is, but I don't know what a peak lapel is. Let's see. All right. All right. Look, spacing is hard. English is weird. Hang on, I'ma send it. Okay. Because I do not know of what you speak of. Also, I did change his hair though. His hair is gonna be a little bit different. Anyway. Is this on mute? It should be. Good. Here. As for me and center of gravity just do not get along sometimes. That means I have like all of Marshall Bravestar on DVD. One thing I did like a lot about the I think it's like Filmation or whatever. One thing I do like about them is that they had some pretty interesting cartoons. Like, I think what I liked most about them is that they would make sure to always put some pretty interesting messages in there, because kids needed messaging. I don't care what anyone says. Kids are not dumb, but they also don't know crap. Like, I'm firmly of the opinion that kids are not dumb, but they really don't know anything. So we gotta teach them lessons about how to not talk to strangers or let anybody, you know, touch you weirdly or whatever, you know? I just keep remembering like Sonic, if someone adult tries to touch me, that's no good. Like, I think it's important to tell kids that, because nowadays we don't tell kids anything and they're getting groomed everywhere. Like, stop grooming children. Anyway, kids are smart. We just gotta keep the brain moving. Pretty much, it's in the DMs. All right, let me see. What nonsense are we talking here? Oh. Yeah, I can do that. Elite reference. My messaging is amazing. Wait, we must make him more Dorito. We must make him peak Dorito. He is the bottom of the bag. Dorito. Anyway. Hearing it from parents, lame. Hearing it from a favorite character, they listen. I mean, it's true, because it's awkward coming from your parents, because you've been socialized to think that your parents are lame. And this is if you even have good parents to begin with, who aren't, you know, doing criminal activity upon you, you know? Like, I didn't realize just how kind of rare it is for kids to have normal parents. Like, everyone I know has horrifying parents. Everyone I know. I don't know anyone who actually has nice, supporting both parents. And that's sad. Also comical, the peekapel means is a much more serious tone despite picking up, I say. Like, I think the only one I know who had like a nice, like, good mom is literally Triple. Like, everyone I know has like the worst horrifying mom or like the worst dad, and I'm like, oh my god. Like, and the thing is, my parents are not the worst people, but they're still awful. You know, both my parents are basically the worst for each other, you know. Also, do not use this as a time to trauma dump on me, I swear to god. It's okay if you want to talk about your parents, but please do not trauma dump on me, please. I have to preemptively do this because they'll suddenly be like, some person be like, ah, yes, I can now talk about how my parents did this, that, and that to me. I'm like, stop it. Be vague, damn it. Yeah, well, they were good things that were like, and I understand that, you know, now I understand that my parents just, you know, they were not really ready for anything. My mom was like trying to escape her situation, and my dad manned up just enough to be annoying, you know. Like, I commend my dad for doing the bare minimum, but like, you know, he also allowed a lot of bullshit to happen. But I also do understand that neither one of them came from places where they would be, you know, they were emotionally like mature enough to understand. And as an adult now, I understand that. Where am I doing this? Okay, here we go. Let's see, where's your original at? This was gonna be 3. 3. There we go. you're fine, but I was like honestly, Rinmin, you're fine, but like sometimes people like will just kind of like there's like regular complaining, and then there's the weird trauma dumping that makes everybody uncomfortable. Like, I've had people do that in my server before, where they're like, I'm just gonna vomit out the worst possible thing, and I'm like, okay, no, do not do that. I do not have a rant or vent channel for a reason. Like, I'm not saying, like, you know, what happened to you was invalid or whatever, but like, good lord, people, have some, like, you know, there's a time and a place. You know, there's a time and a place. Oh my god, my mom did X, Y, and Z, and then my father did this to me, and my sister, and my mother, and I got this hurt, and blah, blah, blah. Oh god. Sometimes you just hope they improve emotionally and maturely with time. Families are complicated. They are. Like, I fully understand that my family is full of some deplorable people who ruin everything that they touch. But I also do understand that they're kind of the product of how they were raised, you know? Like, I'm happy that my grandma is dead, and I really wish my grandpa would join her. He's taking his sweet time kicking the can, because that man is evil. But I also do, like, you know, but I also understand my grandpa is a black man in the South during the some of the worst times ever. So I get it, but god dang it. There is so much trauma in my family. You know? Like, and I get that, like, but good lord, I'm never getting into my anime backstory unless asked. Honestly, yeah, like, because there's nothing good about trying to get people to be miserable with you or to feel sorry for you. It won't make the pain go away. Like, yes, it's good to like talk to someone, but make sure that someone who is able to handle what you're saying, and not just a rando you're trying to throw your luggage at. Don't do that. But I understand for some youngsters it's kind of hard to tell the difference. It's hard to basically tell the difference between, you know, being authentic and just throwing your luggage. You know, because that's kind of what you're doing when you just trauma dump people. You're literally taking a bunch of luggage and just flinging it at people. And you know what happens when you get hit with luggage in real life? It hurts, you know? Here, I have all this baggage. I need to leave it at your doorstep, right? Like, you should only do that with someone who, number one, you can trust, and number two, is able to handle it. Not everybody can. People have their own luggage, you know? Not to say that yours is any less valid. Your feelings are always valid. They are. But you can't just throw them on people who aren't ready for it. If there's a difference between someone who's like a weightlifter can help hold your baggage while you figure yourself out, and someone who's never seen a gym in their entire lives and has little noodle arms. Yes, time, place, and consent. Exactly. You know? But I see kids all the time being like, you know, you'll be on like YouTube looking in the comments and someone will be like, my mom died. I'm like, what are you doing? This is literally a video about someone making a fish soup and you're literally trauma dumping in the comments. That's why I kind of keep all my baggage to myself nowadays. Yeah, the other problem is that you don't want to accidentally, like, because sometimes it'll seem like someone can handle your trauma, but they're actually just looking for something to hold against you. That is never fun. Like, oh wait, let me get his reference here so I can remember what this idiot looks like. But yeah, that's also never fun, you know, someone deciding to use your BSery against you. Nope, that is not fun whatsoever, you know? Like, ugh. Because I've been there too, where someone like basically just kind of used like my nonsense against me, and all it did was just piss me off. You know? I have to say, someone accidentally did that and thought I was a psychologist student. Unfortunately, I wasn't, but we were able to cool down and find a reason. That's good. It's like when you get ambushed at the retail. Oh god, being retail is the worst. You know, the phrase "Are you okay?" is like a landmine to some people, because then they're like, "Well, you asked if I was okay, so I'm gonna tell you how I'm not okay." I'm like, man, this is a Wendy's. Like. You know, I think the most I've said is like one specific piece of lore, and I won't go into it, but it only comes up in specific times. Like, yeah, Like, I don't want to talk about mine just because my stuff tends to be a bit darker than most, and most people cannot handle that. Because a lot of times when they say, you know, I'll be there for you, I'll listen to your problems, they usually think the worst it's gonna be is that, you know, you might be the unfavorite, or, you know, like, or, you know, you didn't win, like, you know, the championship or some bullshit. They never think of anything actually darker than that. And when it hits, they are grossly unprepared. It's like trying to deal with someone who, there's a difference between someone who can't swim and someone who is dangerous if you can't swim. You know? That's why I see so many VTuber accounts on these socials, so they can vent. Yeah, I felt like, for me, I used to do that, but I don't do that anymore, simply because when the stray person sees that, it has the potential to attract a gosh darn predator. Because they look for stuff like that. They, like, I distinctly remember, like, I didn't say anything, but I distinctly remember when I, like, broke up with, like, the one online boyfriend I had, and this weirdo was like, he's like, well, you know, I see that you're probably feeling pretty vulnerable right now, and, you know, I'm here for you. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. He's like, because, you know, vulnerable women are really hot. I'm like, okay, no, you getting blocked, my brother. Yeah, no. We are not doing that. We are not doing that. I am not 12. Get the fuck away from me. Like, it was so gross. Like, I'm sitting there being like, and like, one thing I think is really funny is that when people do not know how to deal with someone who is not like a child, where I'm like, okay, I'm like a blatant adult. We are not doing this to me. Like, we are not doing this to me. You're not gonna try and come after me because you think I'm like desperate for affection or attention. Get that out of here. Get out of here. You know. Hey there, Mary. Hello, how are you? The face, you're like, oh. But like, I cannot stand that. Like, don't. And some people are like that. Some people are like, you know, they just want to kind of have power over someone else. And the easiest people to do that to is those who are hurt. Don't do that to people. Just don't. Treat them like people. If you cannot handle their emotional BSery, just leave them alone. Don't be like, yes, now's my time to potentially get a minion or a girlfriend or whatever. Don't do that to people. That's gross. Like, that is, I hate that. Like, I've had to tell people before, look, I cannot emotionally stand, like, take anything right now. Please don't talk to me right now. I am not. Just no thank you. There we go. I've been looking for a bit, and I was sent back to college with the last story. Oh no. Not back to college. Man, I remember college. Back in my day, when I went to college, it was kind of boring. Because I went to like a scam college, that's why. I didn't go to a real college. I don't even know what it'd be like if I ever went to a real college. You know, where they do actual college things instead of whatever the crap we were doing. I don't know, throwing sandwiches at homeless people. As one does. Don't throw things at homeless people. It is mean. Just walk up to them and give them things. Do not throw stuff at homeless people out of a moving van. That is also illegal. Don't do that. It's paid the fuck. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about a thing. Like, what is it? I'm thinking, no, I'm just thinking about Bob Marley. Don't worry about a thing, cause everything little thing is gonna be all right. Or something like that, you know. Let's see. You had a longer face, didn't you? Will I be able to finish this before the end of stream? Who knows? I think you had a longer face, that's why. Okay. Yeah. There we go. And the potatoes are taking over the yard. The potatoes are taking over the yard, and we can't do anything about it. They've invaded. We've been invaded by the potatoes. Anyway. The second time Sammy gets defeated. I'm not gonna get defeated by this guy. No way. I don't have to deal with his honking horns for once. You know? I don't have to deal with his honking horns, so I am not gonna get defeated by this guy. Like, no. Even the man, hello, welcome in. How are you today? Let's see here. We're gonna talk about the olden times, the olden days. Like, I don't have to deal with all this horrifying, like, everything. So this should be fine. Like, there's absolutely no way I'm gonna get defeated by this idiot. With his absurdly tiny head. Like, no way. How dare you? Let's see here. He is required to have cleavage according to the contract I signed with him the other day. He is required to have cleavage at all times. So there's that. Let's see here. Wait, we gotta do something about this. Anyway. You just got back from the gym. That's good. That's good. I hope you had a very fun workout. I was saying, hello. Welcome in. How are you? Anyway, we're talking about the olden times, the olden days, and how every character is black according to my dad. I'm just sitting here, like, going through all the, like, just because I know stuff, so I'm just like, I'm thinking about all the characters, that my dad knows, and I'm sitting here just being like, you know, like Ganondorf, he's black. Like, that one shark guy from, like, you know, that one shark guy, also black. Everybody's just black to my dad. Like, it is like the funniest thing ever. Like, he would just straight, like, and also fun fact, Barney the dinosaur, also black. Like, according to my dad, Barney the dinosaur was also black. Cleavage, are we drawing him? No, we're drawing Fibonacci, the oldest demon brother. We're drawing his human form that he has. Part of me wants to play like, yeah, Tamagotchi, like, was it not Tamagotchi Life, but you must do something important, I say. Yeah, there's like this new game everyone keeps playing with the people, and I don't get it. Like, I don't get it at all. What's happening? Like, what's happening here? Let's see. All right. I decided I'm gonna just make it a little less annoying. There we go. Perfect. Anyway. Yeah, no, like, you're gonna have to, if you want to see Hemi and anything, you're gonna have to pay cold hard cash. Yep, that's right. I'm making you guys pay for the man. If you want to see Hemi, you're gonna have to pay that cold hard cash. I haven't seen Barney in a long time. I think Barney made a resurgence, but like, yeah, Barney the dinosaur, because like, according to my dad's logic, Barney is purple. Purple is really dark. Therefore, Barney is black. Oh my god. It's like The Sims, but with me characters. Oh my god, I could put everybody weird in there. You know, it's funny, I barely watch cartoons and watch the Animal Planet and Nat Geo until I got caught with the top 10 animals smegs. Oh god, that's so weird. I'm just like remembering all the stupid stuff I've seen when I was a kid. Just like, stuff was like, when I was a kid, like, especially because, like, you know, unlike there was no such thing as personalized commercials back in the day, you know, so there was no such thing as personalized commercials, so you would just watch whatever they wanted you to watch. And so some of the commercials would get really weird, you know, like kind of like how there's that weird rise in like weird sex pill like commercials because the boomers were upset they couldn't have sex anymore for some reason, you know. I should make Candace again. Candace was such a crowd favorite. Everyone loved Candace, how she let that one cat die. Like, the fact that no one forgave Candace. They're like, ah, no, not Candace. I remember, like, Z got, like, triggered by, like, Candace before. He's like, that bitch. She let that cat die. She didn't kill the cat. She just left the cat for dead. And honestly, I think that cat just kept doing that because that cat kept showing up. And I'm like, and I think she even adopted a cat, but the cat also died. So, you know, stuff happens. Funny enough, the actor who played Barney is black. It was part of a sex cult. What the fuck? That cannot be true. That is a lie. You made that shit up. No. I demand sources. I demand sources. You can't tarnish Barney. You can't do that. That's called, oh my god. I won't let you no, I require sources. You can't do this to me. You can't ruin my childhood without sources, damn it. I mean, I can't believe it happened because I used to, okay, so when I was a kid, I used to think that Barney ate the children because my dad said so. My dad was a weird guy, okay? My dad was weird. My dad, because the concept of children just aging out of the show didn't exist for me. Like, those kids were kids forever, but my dad straight up told me that Barney ate the children. And so for the longest time, I was kind of also scared of Barney because I thought he ate the children, but because he has flat teeth, that means that their death took a really long time. Because my dad's like, yeah, he grind him up with his flat teeth. And I was like, oh, sorry, you can't put links in here. You're gonna have to like DM me or something. But like, you can DM me on Twitter or whatever. But like, but yeah, Barney, like, my dad, like, and this is like around the time that Jurassic Park came out, so I became straight up afraid of dinosaurs for the longest time. Like, I was like, everyone, all the other kids are like, yay, dinosaurs, but I was scared of freaking dinosaurs because number one, Barney, number two, the T-Rex. So, and Barney is a T-Rex technically. So Barney scared the fuck out of me when I was a kid. I was like, my friend, but my, like, one of my cousins was obsessed with Barney, and I'm like, and so every single time I went to her house, I'd get traumatized because she had this giant fucking Barney plushie that fell on me one time. I'm like, Barney, like, this is when I was a kid, obviously. But this big old Barney plushie literally fell on me, and I'm screaming, like, I was like, my dad, I'm dead, my time has come, he's come for me. Barney's come for my flesh. My cousin's like, what? My dad is just, my mom sends my dad in there because my mom knows it's my dad's fault. And my dad is just looking at me down there under this plushie and is just laughing at me. He's like laughing. Like he's just like dying. As you just see this little kid under this giant, like, Barney plushie screaming, saying, I'm gonna die, Barney's eating me. I'll look at your source later. And like looking back on it, it is actually really funny. Like, but like, I just like that. Like, so for the longest time, I couldn't go anywhere near dinosaurs because I was like, they're gonna eat me. And my dad did not help at all. I'm like, my dad would let me get eaten by a dinosaur. Goddamn, Dad, you're mean. And he's like, look, that was funny. I'm like, that ain't right, Dad. You can't just leave kids to get eaten by dinosaurs. Like, you can't just leave a kid to get eaten by a dinosaur, you know? This is also the man that put raisins in my brownies, by the way. Also, hey there, Tamed Moogle. Welcome in, welcome in. My name is Semi Enigma. I'm an Elder Dragon Mom Boss. Thank you so much for joining the organization. You can pick up your badge to the front desk. See, I think it was a rumor that Barney was played by criminals and they had to play him as a form of hard labor. Yeah, well, that suit was dangerous, though. Like, suits like that are really, really hard, and I don't even think he had, like, any type of, air or anything in there. Like, mascot suits back in the day were awful. So, yeah, I can see that happening. At least we know that you get where yeah, this is my dad's fault. 110%. This, like, the reason I'm like this is because of my dad. Like, my dad has the sickest sense of humor. He will just troll me all the time. Like, and I love my dad, don't get me wrong, I do love my dad, but like, he's a troll. Like, he'll sneak raisins in my food, you know, just because he knows I'm dumb enough to eat it. Like, it was really funny. I actually got my dad before. I actually trolled my dad. It was funny because I used to like buy this really nice, like, it was when I was living with my parents. I used to buy this expensive chocolate, and it was delicious, expensive chocolate. But my dad kept eating my expensive chocolate, and I was mad about it. So I'm like, you know what, Dad? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you, Dad. And so what I ended up doing is I ended up buying this chocolate that had pepper in it. It had like chili peppers in it. It was like painfully spicy. It was not fun. So I bought that and I basically just put it in the fridge like normal. And then my dad ate it, and I knew he ate it because it was in the trash. Because only my dad does that. No one else in my family does that. Not my sister, not my mom, just my dad. I did. I also I did that. I also I collect these creepy dolls, and I put one of the dolls in the freezer and scared my dad. He just didn't destroy it because he knows that thing was like $1,000, but like he didn't, but he was just like, he's like, "Seriously, gonna stay out of the fridge." And I'm like, There was that, and I think yeah. Like that was basically it. Like, I didn't troll my dad often, but when I did, it was very funny. Usually the one who tended to be the victim of my nonsense was my mom. I'm sorry, Mom. I was a terrible child, but also it was funny. Like, my mom is traumatized by all the bullshit I've done to her, but to be fair, she kind of deserved it. So, excuse me. The fact that I even still talk to my mom is a miracle. My sister cut her off years ago, but not me. I still talk to my mother. One of these days I'm gonna have to have the hard conversation of, "Dear mother, I'm gonna have to put you in a hole." Like, I don't wanna, but I'm probably gonna have to at some point, because I'll be damned if she's gonna live with me when she gets absurd. Like, hell no. She is going in a home, and then she will be their problem, because I refuse to deal with that woman. There we go. I will help her with her insurance, but that's as far as it goes. This is a very thick man. Like, good lord, sir, you're a thick dude. Damn. He's a thick man. He's a very thick man. Anyway, there we go. Alright, I'm just gonna give you super plain shoes, because I don't think he'd wear like pretty expensive shoes. You're getting like horrifying loafers, my guy. You're getting the loafers of death. There you go. Like thicker than his head. I forgot how thick this man is. Like, we could make you a little less thick. Damn. Box Oxfords, probably. We're gonna draw this in a little bit. Whoop. Anyway, it's because his head's so tiny, but his head shall remain tiny. His head needs to be tiny for the sake of his boobs. Anyway, let's see. You know what? I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna give him one of those little scarf things. You know, you're gonna get one of those weird little scarf things. You know, there you go. There we go. He gets it. I'll be nice and give him one of those little scarf things that are a horrible texture, so he's not as upset all the time. There we go. He gets a scarf. There. I'll be nice. So he doesn't just get a horrifying Hawaiian shirt, he also gets this horrifying scarf too. His neck looks a little cold. I'm gonna give him a collar. There you go. He gets a choker for the old times. And say, what's this gym routine? I want to have bolder shoulders and a manly chesticles. His workout routine is being a demon. So there you go. Hello, Bray. Hello. If a group of lawyers meet, are they considered the Justice League? No, they're the League of Evil. Let me stop. I saw a pun somewhere where someone was like, you know, making Batman out of snow, and there's like, they said he's just ice. Get it? Just ice. Teehee. Let's see. Alright. So, and he is looking down at you because he thinks you're stupid. He's not crying. You're crying. Let me stop that. Man, I am hungry. I'm hungry for the flesh of the innocent. No, I'm not. That is a weird thing to say. Let's see. Go. I think it's his mouth that bothers me. Maybe if I just make it so he's not frowning constantly. He's still frowning, whatever. He is. Can you just like not frown for a second? No? Okay, well. I feel that, yeah, this is as good as he's gonna get, everybody. Let's see. Now I gotta do some adjustment because I think his head is weirdly crooked. Let's see, where's the problem at? Let's see. Anyway, what was I doing? Remember, folks, if you do the 6-7 took reps, I mean, then you better be ready for the forced into a 9 to 5. Oh god. It's like, well, guess what? You work here now. Or what? Who knows? See here. If I get hit with a dictionary, is it considered verbal abuse or physical violence? Both. Same thing if you get hit with a salt shaker. Anyway. No, we are not making those jokes. Jokes are bad. I mean, not jokes are bad, but those jokes are bad. We are a say-so channel. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, cool. Man, his head looks so tiny without his horns. He is such a thick dude. God damn. Yeah, Chris Thickman here. Anyway. Worry not, I will give you your stupid Hawaiian shirt and then you will be happy. He has to look like this because he is a big brother and there's nothing worse than basically just existing. Anyway. Let me put that down for a second. Okay. It is now time for my least favorite part, which is inking. Oh dear god, I don't like it. But I gotta. Let's see. I think for his skin, his earthly, normal human skin tone, he'll probably be tan skin, probably. I can't imagine him being super pale. I just imagine he probably has more tan skin. Especially because he has dark hair. I don't know if I'm gonna keep everybody having their original hair colors. Some of them, I know, like for Straproth, his hair is probably gonna be black. But I don't know about the others. I don't know what I'll probably change their hair color to because they are made of anime. They are made of anime. So I'm not sure. His muscles are so big that it makes his head look small. Well, have you seen super muscular characters? They always have like the tiniest heads because he's also tall. You know, he is a muscular, tall man that I'm gonna probably put in a bunny outfit at some point. It's like at some point he will wear a bunny outfit and he cannot stop me. No one can stop me from putting muscular guys in bunny outfits. Let's see here. All right. I mean, there's the Rock. You got a point there. What kind of bunny outfit? Wait, what do you mean? What kind of bunny outfit? There's only one kind. The other type is just pants. That's not an outfit. Let's see. Because every single time there's a quote-unquote dude bunny outfit, it's just pants. It's just pants. That pants is not outfit. Pants is pants. That's not how we work. He shall wear the entire fit, and it shall be great. But I won't be able to show him from like the waist down. Like I won't be able to draw him from the waist down, or else I want to punch him. Never. Let me stop. I am not violent. You're violent. Shut up. It's like I'm not violent. You're violent. That's not how. But shut up. There we go. I wonder why. About what? That one I see. There's the wholesome one, and then there's the only bunny ears, and the other one. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, the reverse like bunny outfit pisses me off because I know that's just made by some weirdo with no function whatsoever. This is one of the, like, I don't like outfits that you can't walk in. If you cannot walk without something popping off, then the outfit's wrong. Like, I cannot stand outfits that are made to be stood in and nothing else. Like, ugh, that it just annoys me. I cannot stand it. Like, every single time, it's like, every single time I see those, it just pisses me off. Like, as a big boobed individual, there's nothing more annoying than an outfit that will just pop off the minute you, like, move one step. And I'm like, ugh. And I understand, the reason is because the people who design these outfits are making it so they will instantly fall off, like a bunch of weirdos, but stop making them like that. You're not wrong. If I can't move, what's the point? Like, exactly, what's the point? Like, my thing is, like, I understand that naked is just boring at this point, but I don't like when you just stick like duct tape on somebody and then act like that's an outfit. No, it's not an outfit. That is just a bunch of accessories taped onto somebody and then they just fall off. You're like, oh, that's what makes it sexy. And I'm like, y'all are boring. Like, y'all, like, I like, and also if I'm gonna put a guy in a bunny outfit, I'm not gonna make it so the bunny outfit just slips off. I hate that. Women, stop punching guys in the dick like look, it's not my fault. Every time I see a bulge, I just kind of want to punch it, like, platonically, okay? It's a weakness of mine, all right? It's a weakness. Oh, hi Gummy. Congratulations, Gummy, you've been hit by the Shinra effect. It's not what you think. That's like the, oh God. That's like the worst time to show up. No. Gummy, I'm sorry. My Oshi saw me saying something unhinged. I'll never recover. It's not my fault. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying I have the urge, but it's not like I go around doing that. I don't go around punching people in the dick. That would just be rude. I would never. Gummy, don't look at me like that. I would never do that. I would never. Because and also thank you for the resubscribe, but I am a good dragon. I would never. Also, hey there, is it Bless a Boop? Welcome in. My name is Sammy Enigma. I'm an OG Dragon Bomb Boss. Thank you so much for joining the organization. You can pick up your badge at the front desk, and I promise I will not punch you in the dick. Anyway. Just imagine an 8 foot tall, like, dragon lady just randomly punching someone in the dick. I would never do that. That is mean. And like, I was gonna say I'm not mean, but that's definitely not true. That's a lie. That, you know, that meme where the guy's like, that's a fucking lie. That's me. I can't apparently, no. Like, I will lie about a lot of things, but I can't lie about that one. Check your DMs for the meme, oh god. Oh Lord. Honestly, I mean, yes. that is me. I can't help myself. How would you like if I roundhouse kicked you in your desktop? That would also hurt. It would. But you're also short, so you'd probably give me the hip or something. Walk down the side of them. Boom, dick punch. Only if it's prominent. Only if it's like, if it's obnoxious, okay? There's a difference between it being securely in your pants where it belongs and trying to be weird and, like, you know, accentuated. That's the part, like, that's the part that bothers me, you know? Like, I understand for some guys it can't be helped, you know? You can't help that the goods are just trying to escape on the regular basis, but like, but if you're like trying to accentuate the nonsense, then no, you're getting oh, stop. Yeah, get a cod piece, that'll help. Like, like look, I have a problem. I do. I admit it. I fully admit I do have a problem. And but blame Twitter. This was not an issue until Twitter made it weird. Twitter made it weird because I'm minding my own business, you know, on Twitter, you know, looking up drama, and then all these random dudes keep having random bulges everywhere. It's bizarre. It's bizarre. It's offending me. The nights of the old times, though. A little what? A little what? That's not my talent. Look, right now, Twitter does think I'm a gay or bisexual man, and they keep throwing bulges at me. I don't know why. I was minding my own business, you know, thinking about cake recipes or something, and then suddenly, bam, they're all over the place. I don't know what's up with Twitter. I did not do anything to cause Twitter to show me random dudes all the time. Also, skinny suits in defense, sent me the skinny suits are a pain to see. They are. I don't like it. It's cause you draw twins and himbos. That's beside the point. I'm doing the I was gonna say the Lord's work, but the Lord blocked me. But I'm doing. Hello, hey there, Tatsuto, welcome in. How are you today? Thank you so much for the raid. How are you? Here. Yes, even this guy's judging me. He's just like, bitch, you lying. I'm like, shut up. Oh Lord. Also, your algorithm. Leave my algorithm alone. My character is 7'5" and got hops, so I will strike you in the memories. Oh Lord. Your PC lagged. Okay, no problem. I'll just like headbutt you. Anyway. Like just straight up headbutt you. Let's see. I was gonna stream for longer, but something came up because of my schedule. Oh, okay, no problem. You're good. Let's see. Let me see if I can get my inking done in a normal manner. He looks like he's judging me. We're gonna just second. There we go. Can't judge me now. Nah. Stop. I need to stop arguing with my art. That's not a healthy thing to do. I just wanted to stop by and say hi and have random on the random Wednesday, and which is nice. No problem. Thank you very much for stopping by. Who are you drawing? I'm drawing the human form of Fibonacci, the bad fabric choice demon. This guy. Oops. Let me put him back up here. I'm drawing this idiot, so you know. Anyway. Yes, he's disappointed with the crush assault. Fibonacci is what you're heard what you're doing, and now gives you the stare of judgment. He's just like, you're doing what? I'm like, look, dude, don't shut up, don't judge me. Now that looks sus, don't worry about it. But yeah, I'm gonna draw all the demon guys as their human, because they would like. I mean, they would have like human forms, so I decided I wanted to give them human forms. Mainly so I could draw them more without having an aneurysm every single time. Because I cannot with their demon forms, I'm not gonna lie. Those things hurt my eyes. Like, I think the only one I can kind of draw on a regular basis is technically Sever, but that's only because he's the least horrifying of his brothers, so, you know. Okay. It's good lore. Then I just want an excuse to basically put them in like horrifying outfits. So there's also that. Like he knows he's gonna get stuck in a bunny outfit and probably a maid outfit at some point. I think they can get along with all the like they're actually pretty chill as long as you don't let them near your fabric. But other than that, they're actually pretty good. Like Fibonacci here, he's a responsible demon brother. He's a responsible guy. You know, he won't do anything too egregious. Just change the fabric of your outfit. But that's kind of as bad as he gets, I think. He's not too bad. He's nowhere near as bad as some of his other brothers, though. Plus, I imagine like when they're in human form, their urge to do stupid fabric stuff will actually be like downplayed a little bit. You know, like he'll still have like some bad fashion options, but I imagine like, you know, that like when they're in human form, they're a little easier to get along with. Get them some coffee. Might suggest to give Zeppelin a Julius 7 jacket. I'll see. Hey, Coco Caster, hello at all. I've had an idea for an all-girl school that trains girls with magical powers as a pilot for 9-meter mecha that looks like knights. And it turns out that it's mostly a sham. Oh, god damn it. And that they start with connecting them to mechs and putting them in a simulation with fake evil empire to defeat and monitoring them to make accurate alterations to the school and facility. Oh no. It's Evangelion meets Madoka Magica. The worst possible option. Speaking of maid outfit, we need your periwinkle Victorian maid. I'm never wearing a maid outfit again. Just no. I wore it one time and everybody pissed me off. I'm never wearing a maid outfit again. I'm gonna send you pictures of the jacket. Okay. He's gonna be like, Zeppelin's gonna be last because he's the youngest, but sure. Just, you'll have to make sure to remind me when it comes to his turn. Because I straight up forgot about that. Okay. Oh wait, do I want? I think I want to be shorter. There we go. I think I want to be a little bit shorter, actually. There we go. Yeah, that looks better. All right. Oop. Anyway. Let's see here. Actually, that's one. Up. Take it then when they're taken out of simulation and given technology to better help them and their magical spirits, the magical symbiote, to channel their power and fight interdimensional aliens. Oh no. Head off to shower. Okay, have a good shower. Let's see. Okay. Whoop. Right. There we go. Like, so as is tradition, I was working on my my Isekai story again, which that thing is like, I swear to God, that thing is like my prison sentence or something. But I think I'm slowly like, and I understand, like, I mean, I've been working on this thing for literally 20 years at this point, but honestly, I actually am glad that I'm still like kind of hammering away at it, because writing stories takes a while, and I'm slowly getting there. Let's see, and it's hard to think of how this would look. I think the Eureka 7 moment that based off of Razvan. I do like Razvan though. But yeah, I do like, because like I am working on it, because it's like the issue I keep struggling with on like real talk is like, when you spend as much time in horrifying RP hell as I have, it's very hard to know if you're actually really good at telling stories or not. That's my biggest issue, is I am never quite sure if I'm good at storytelling or not, because I know what I like, but I have no idea if what I like, because I mean, well, or rather, I know I like trash. You know? Yeah, right. Yeah, it does take a long while, and like, and I know what I want in a story. Like, I know what I want in a story, straight up. I always know what I want, but like, I never know if it's actually any good or not. And I know at the end of the day, it shouldn't matter, but it matters to me, you know? Because like, I want a story that's fun, you know? Like, I want a story that's fun to read, that I like reading, but I'm like, but I might, like, I have to kind of come to terms with the fact that like, most people probably won't like what I read, because what I tend to like reading is very niche and very stupid, so I'm like, there we go. Okay, PC-kun, it's okay, we can do this, we'll be fine. No, that he has a curious case of the yaoi hands. It's okay, dude. I believe in you. Okay, that's fine. But like, I don't know, I've been liking the story. Put in the stories what you want to see in the world. That's my motto. It's a good motto, honestly, and it's hard to do that because like, I never, because again, for the longest, like, it's kind of like if you spent like a long time appealing to an audience that doesn't really like you, it's hard to know what you actually like. And that's kind of what my issue was, is that I spent a long time basically more or less writing or creating for an audience that doesn't like me. And by audience, I mean one person. You know? And so as a result, it took me like literally like 3 years to realize half the stuff I was doing I didn't even like, you know? Like, I like dark stories, but I don't like them so dark where it feels hopeless, you know? I like complicated relationships, but I don't really want to do anything that's like, you know, like, I don't want to do stuff for the sake of drama, you know? Like, I find I don't really like doing that. I should probably say it, LOL. Speaking of stories, I comically got top number 1 in Wattpad fanfiction. Really? That's interesting. My tea. Ooh, magical boys? Yes. You like having it like edgy dark but not super depressing. Yeah, like, because I like the idea of dealing with like darker themes, but I don't want to do I don't want to do a grimdark situation. I straight up hate, like, I hate grimdark. I understand why it exists, and I don't think it's bad if you like it. I don't like it because to me it always feels like, why do these people just not like, you know, delete themselves? If your world is so depressing, why not just self-delete? Because that, like, it's not like there's any type of like real punishment really, you know, for deleting yourself in this world. Like, you just, this world is so ass, like, not, and again, I understand, like, it's different if, like, you know, the story actually says actually it to persevere and have hope, like, still do that, you know, but you have to have light spots for that. If your story doesn't have that, then no, everyone should just delete and get out of the way, you know. Hopecore Maxi. Yay, random lore drop. It was a weird feeling. So you might like, I might like Zom 100. Like, I remember I read like the first chapter and I liked it, and but I read it at the bookstore, so that's why I didn't check it out more. But I probably might, because I want to make a story where bad stuff can happen, but like, I don't know, I don't really like the kind of, you know, no one can be good, everyone like, because the world is mean, so in order to adapt you've got to be mean. I don't really like that, and I don't want to write that either. Like, I was actually struggling with Stella. You remember Stella, the witch lady? Like, unlike, you know, because unlike no, Dahlia, like, I was actually struggling about whether or not I want Stella to be a good person. Like, I was actually struggling with that for like 10 years. I'm like, do I want Stella to be a good person, but then I wondered, can she be a good person, you know? Yeah, that's a story where bad stuff can happen, but it's also hopecore story. I might check it out then. Like, because I don't want Stella to be a bad person. Like, I don't. Because like, I want her, like, despite the fact she has a demon, I still want her to be a good person. But I worry like that I won't be able to make her a good person, you know? And I'm like, which like kind of caused some issues for me. Because I want her to ultimately do good, because she does not work as an evil character. Not even evil. She's not even really good as an apathetic character. Like, I can't even make her apathetic, honestly. Like, she, like, because again, she's loosely like based off of me, except, you know, I'm not a good person. But like with her, she kind of feels like if she has the ability to do good, then she should do good, you know? And that, I haven't really seen that many characters like that, because nowadays it's just so much more popular to be some weird little edgy teenager that keeps doing weird war crimes for some reason, you know? And I'm like, I don't want to make a story about a character like that. I don't want to make a story about a character who does edgelord bullshit, but she doesn't even believe in it, you know? Let's see. And again, this is just my personal opinion. If you like edgy nonsense, that's completely fine. You know, I don't, just because I think it's because my life is not like, I don't have enough privilege in my life to think that like being miserable is more preferable. But like, there we go. Yes. Okay. But like, I don't know. I just like, I don't want, I'm low-key done with the edgy nonsense. Like, it's tiring because everybody's like that, and it's weird. Like, and again, when it's done well, it is done well. That's why I'm not saying that grimdark as a genre is bad. It's not. It's literally, I'm just tired of like this weird, you know, it's honestly the author just wants an excuse to have underage slaves for some reason, and everyone, but the world is so bad and corrupt, and so me owning slaves is not that bad when you think about it. And I'm like, why are we here? What are we doing here? Just to suffer? Like, what are we doing? Like, you know, like, I'm gonna kill was one of the made me start to hate grimdark. And I don't like it because the thing is, like, and again, I do like the idea of, like, you know, not to saying that like evil doesn't exist or whatever. I'm perfectly fine with evil existing, but I don't want like good to lose because it didn't stoop to evil's level. I just don't want to do that. For my story, I don't want to do that. I don't want Stella to do evil bullshit because there are evil characters. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all. You know, like that annoys the crap out of me. I would be so annoyed if I read something like that, where I am like, oh, look, here's this cool lady, you know, and she's awesome, and oh no, bad happened, so now she's gonna start slavery for some reason. You know, or the, oh, well, people bullied me in high school, so now I'm gonna basically be a freaking assaulter. I'm like, what the hell? Oh, Sammy, bro. I was also like watching a trash chat times, and it's so hard when the anime was I was like low-key kind of enjoying, and then slaves now, and it's dark and bad, and now I have to be like, what is going exactly? And it's always like, it always comes out of nowhere. It's always just kind of like, oh well, I'm having a lovely time, and then oh no, some lady was mean to me, or some teenage girl was mean to me, and I maybe died or something, or oh no, somebody was a jerk to me and accused me of crimes I didn't commit. Now I will go and purchase and abuse a small girl. Oh no. And I'm like, what are we doing? Wait, what happened? Like, it bothers me because it kind of gives this, like, then they stop trying, and then suddenly they're doing all of the bad things. They're not just doing, you know, wait, what happened? Don't worry about it, Brendan. But they're not just doing, you know, like, for example, I still think that like that one Shield anime would have been better if it was just a tragedy. If you know who just basically became a villain, and he basically, you know, caused suffering, only to realize that vengeance wouldn't be even worth it, because after you're done and everyone's dead, there's nothing left. Everyone's dead. Everyone's dead now for me. Anyway, like that's if you're gonna do grimdark, actually have it not be secretly a good thing, please. Like, goddamn it. The anime I was talking about was the world's finest assassin gets reincarnated in another world. What the fuck? Yeah, I know it's trash, like, and the thing is, okay, it's okay to enjoy trash, but when the trash betrays you, though, Shield Hero would have been an anti-hero for the story for like longer. Yeah, like, and the thing I like, because then it would be a really cool double moral, where you can't just treat someone like trash and think they're gonna save you. So it would be really cool to be like, he turned out this way because people treated him like crap. You can't just summon a guy from another world and expect him to do what you want and then treat him like trash. So him becoming a villain would have been great, but then show that villainy is bad by making it that he just doesn't feel fulfilled because everybody's dead now. Everybody's dead now for me. The first season is kind of the only good season. Then it's just random pedo nonsense after that. And I'm not gonna crash out about Shield Hero again, but my thing is, if you're gonna have grimdark nonsense, like, actually show what it's like. Don't just be like, and then he lived happily ever after with his harem of slaves. I'm like, what are you doing? Stop it. I now have an instinctual reaction to stay away from anime with long titles. Honestly, valid. It becomes just another fantasy story. Like, because with mine, I do, for example, in my story, I do want Stella to actually, you know, encounter that type of stuff, encounter slavery nonsense, and actually have her be like, I'm not going to support this, but I would love to see how someone would tackle not participating in the nonsense, but also dealing with the nonsense, you know? Now, at least, yeah, I will take back my mean things I said about Subaru that one time. ReZero is actually pretty decent. It actually handles itself pretty well. It had the balls to stick to what it was trying to do, even if he wasn't likable at first, because he was supposed to be. Like, I think me realizing that Subaru is actually supposed to be unlikable in the beginning is a very interesting novel concept. I'm like, wait, you're not supposed to like him right now. You're supposed to think he's ass. Ah, I see. Touche. I mean, yeah, there's some BS in there, but you know what? Look, you win some and you lose some, you know? I will stop fighting Overlord at one point. Meanwhile, I'm still watching Dot Hat sign pretty much just deconstructs all these sketch tropes, as it should. Subaru sucks in season 1. He should. Like, you can't get better unless you're crap to begin with, though. I think, and it's really hard because a lot of times, and I've run into this too. Where you just don't want people to hate your main character. You want them to like the main character. You know, it's hard to just let your character be unlikable. It's hard. You know, it's hard because when people think your character's unlikable, then they think you're basically just writing yourself, even if the character is blatantly not you. So people be like, yeah, this teenage Japanese boy is definitely like who this person is, even though it's technically written by a middle-aged Japanese woman. Like, what? This is why 2 of my main factions has an anti-slavery procedure. No, there's slavery in my world, not because I think slavery is good, but because I understand that people like power, and power leads to slavery. Slavery is not good. But it does exist in my world because it is a way of maintaining power, but it's not like, you know, God said slavery's good, by the way. And see, I just want him to be like morally gray, but definitely like be the hero, or at least because Sasuke at the beginning of Shippuden or something. Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah, like Subaru is selfish and low-key feels entitled in the start, but he learned. That's the thing. Subaru is like literally just like any other isekai protagonist. Honestly, they're all kind of like that because they're all a bunch of teenage boys. But the fact that he goes through so much is actually really good for his character. It's hard to pull characters off like that, where you just let them be off, like let them be ass in the beginning, but it's so worth it when they learn. Like, but people just don't have the patience. They're like, I want my overpowered teenage boy now. Like, I demand my teenage boy right now to not learn anything and have a bunch of busty or weirdly underaged waifus. Like, I'm like, y'all need to stop. Ain't no way auto-corrected because like I've also gotten to the point where if a story makes a joke about pedophilia, that means pedophilia will happen. If they make the joke, they're priming you for when it happens. I've realized that, and I hate it, and I want to throw up. They're like, no, it's just a joke. No, let's be a pedo for real. I'm like, stop. I could break down how God is a weird person, but no, I could try myself. Speaking of media that handles slavery, sounds like Stella would be a Schindler's List kind of story. I'm not sure yet, because I've been fighting back and forth, but I decided that yes, Stella will deal with the there's this prison plot. Mainly because I want a story that like gets interesting. So I decided that number one, she will actually become a guild master and deal with a particular prison that is in the city, and I want to have her deal with that because it literally comes about in such a interesting way. Speaking of that, shows one plot with a character. Ooh, nice. But like with her, like Stella, I want Stella to be like, okay, so this is happening. I need to put my money where my mouth is. you know, because she comes from Earth. So, because that's why I actually decided she has to actually be an isekai character. She can't just be from the world, you know? Because remember, if you're gonna have a character be an isekai character, like, them being isekai needs to actually be a point and not like a happenstance, you know? Oh, no, Gachi Akata too. I need to go back to reading the manga because I was having a lot of fun there. But like, she has to be from here. She has to, like, for her to make sense as a character. Because I have toyed with her not being an isekai character. I'm like, no, she's got to be. And so for her, she's like, okay, so where I come from, no one does anything because magic doesn't even exist, and we just let people get away with crime. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna actually do something about it because I actually have the capability, the means, and the staff to do something. So I'm gonna do something. And it might get messy, but I'll deal with it. And I want her to be like that. Not that she's like, bad stuff doesn't happen, but I want her to be someone who's like, if I have the power to do something, then I need to do something. You know, that's the type of character I want her to be. Also, hey there, Neko, hello, hello. Camera is goated for one of the few fights with fans. Yeah, definitely. These are the same guys who think Invincible sucks because Mark doesn't go Super Saiyan against Conquest, even though he's basically a young. Oh my god, I have become obsessed with Invincible. I refuse to watch it because I'm a coward, but I've become obsessed with it, and it's so fascinating. Wait. This is actually kind of good. I mean, it's weird when it comes to women, but it's really good. You know? Yummy. Yeah? Wait, Gummy, weren't you stopping by? Gummy's like, wait, this conversation. All creators have fight with their fans are goated, yeah. Like, some creators do have to stand their ground, you know? But yeah, Invincible is fascinating to me. It is fascinating. Like, I like, if I wasn't, like, averse to gore, I would totally actually, like, watch it. No, by stopping by, I mean, stay here for a bit! Like, I mean, I think the problem, like, the biggest issue I have is how it kind of treats its women, but then again, most media aimed at guys has this problem, so I'm not gonna fault the series for that. I mean, it's made by a creator of Walking Dead, yeah. Like, the women are pretty interesting, honestly, and I'm not gonna lie, Amber dodged a bullet. I don't care if someone's like, Amber's a sucky character. I'm like, no way. She actually is. She's actually really interesting, and she dodged a bullet by not being with the guy. Not that Mark was a bad guy, but I like how it's just, they just didn't work out. And not that they just killed Amber. Like, them making her black was a choice, but... you know, but I like that. It's actually a pretty mature way of treating a romance, being like, they're two kids, for crying out loud. They're not even adults. So, Amber just realizing, you know what, I can't, dog. I can't. I want to live. I'm a normal person. Like, I can't live in your world. It's too dangerous. I could literally just die just because I just happen to be standing next to you, dog. You know? And I like how that's how it ends, is that they just couldn't work. They loved each other, but it couldn't work. And that's okay. That's a great way for two characters to break up. Instead of, she died, or she cheated on him, or he, I don't know, sold her into slavery or something. Like, I like that, even though she does just phase out of existence, but it's for good, it's for the greater good. Like, exactly. And him being with, like, Eve does make sense, because she's kind of the only woman outside of another Viltrumite that could work with him, you know? And that's okay. They didn't know what to do with her, because, oh god, why did they give her god powers? But, you know. Like, it's okay. Like, I'm not even mad that he got with Eve. Like, Eve makes sense because she has so little going on. She can center her life around Mark and it'd be okay. Amber has too much self-respect to be with Mark. Let me stop. I do like the adrenaline theory. Main character just wins fight. Honestly, I do not give a shit. I do not care about any of that. Mark is the main character. That is why he wins. I do not need a science. Because he's like, that, like, from what I can understand, that's just something that just happens with Viltrumites, and he's also just the main character, so who cares? If people can be fine with Goku, people can be fine with Mark. Eve is low-key an enabler and has her own shit to do. I think the problem with Eve is that she is just kind of, she suffers from comic girlfriend disease, which I think it's kind of funny that Amber got away from that the minute it started getting awful. She's like, wait, I'm a person. I don't want to be just a love interest. Get me that out of here. like Amber's like, nah, man. Eve just turns into pink slinging girlfriend. Like, and I think it's, the thing is like, because the thing about Eve is you really can't do that much with her. Like, you can't you know, there is literally not that much that can be done with her, because she is because if a story is centered around a guy, having a strong woman is very difficult, because you have the Eve suffers from, she has to be strong enough to seem cool, but not stronger than my boy. Eve suffers from that, and also budget, but she suffers from that. And that's my thing. I'm like, I'm sorry, they should have just made it that Eve is just less powerful than she is. That's all they had to do. But no, the bros won't respect Mark if he has a weak ass girlfriend, except for that one time he dated that black lady, and I'm like, oh my god. Viltrumites will have the whole Saiyans get stronger after they fight. Yeah, they're just American Saiyans. That's what they are. To say I showed Tayo Invincible VR reactions, has been a very fun going through the show. Like, it's very interesting. Like, I'm glad that the show more or less handles like guy it handles like guy emotions really well. It just cannot handle women. But that's a little too much to ask for any type of Western media, to handle women in any way, shape, or form. You know, like, that's just something you have to kind of come to terms with. Is like, Western media has the hardest time dealing with women. It's just like, oh god, how do we women? Like, I'm like, god damn it. Like, it's too much to ask for it to basically have a good, emotionally stable main male character and a decent woman in the same show. it just can't. There we go. Also, I did find it weird that the show found a way for Mark to have a full Viltrumite baby, but okay. I guess, like, some acts of violence are E for everyone. Like, I'm just like, what are we doing? Like, ugh. It's made by a white dude for other white dudes. Yeah, no offense to white dudes, but y'all need help. Right, what you know. I know it was confirmed by Kirkman that it's not canon, but I had a new standard thanks to Invincible and Daredevil. No power-ups, just skill absolute, do not stop till I drop. I doubt that will happen. Yeah. And I think it's just kind of sad, because like, that's one of those things where I'm like, you know, and when I talk about prancing pony syndrome, it just leads to this, where you basically got like the fact that Eve honestly did not even really need to be as powerful as she is, but she's only like that for the rule of cool, until you literally think about her a little bit too much, and then you realize she should be way more useful than she actually is in this fucking story. But they just wanted to make sure that a redhead could basically have a Viltrumite baby, even though anybody can have a Viltrumite baby. So I don't understand why they're acting like Eve has to be so special. Like, oh no, like they're like, oh no, because I'm sorry, that one guy who just goes around having like 1 billion children. Like, I know I'm not supposed to think about looking up fanfic about Thrag, but I'm tempted to look up fanfic about Thrag. Because I'm like, that guy, damn, he's like, I'm having all the kids. Or that one guy who looks like Steve Harvey, who's just like, I'm just gonna be monogamous over here. My headcanon is the reason that one guy is monogamous is because his beautiful black wife is like, you better not cheat on me, and he's like, you know what, I'm not gonna do that. like the one blatant black Viltrumite looks like Steve Harvey. Okay, thank you very much for lurking. But I'm like, I just imagine that he's like, as scary as the world is, there's nothing scarier than my blatantly black wife. Like, if Amber was allowed to mature a bit more, Mark would be scared of her. I kid. But like, but yeah, I don't know. The Viltrumites fascinate me. I love the Viltrumites. Maybe we should hang sometime. It'd be funny. Let me see. Let me look at the time. Okay. Viltrumite Harvey is actually pretty nice. He is, and I think it's kind of cute that when the Viltrumites are not being actively indoctrinated, that they're actually pretty chill. I actually really like that the story allows that type of growth, saying like, you know, unlike, you know, not saying unlike the Saiyans, but the Saiyans are kind of like weirdly treated like, oh, you guys are just this way, but they're not really like that because Vegeta exists, you know. But I actually do really like that the Viltrumites are just kind of allowed to be people. Like, yeah, they're hella strong and all that, but for the most part, what they want is just to survive, technically, and they're just kind of following orders. But when they're actually allowed to just kind of do their own thing, they're perfectly fine just being normal, except for that one creepy one that goes after Mark. But like, and I'm just kind of like, I know like the fandom who's like dude bros are like, oh man, if a woman blatantly pinned me down and assaulted me, I would enjoy it. I'm like, no, you wouldn't. You would not. She got cheated on and he didn't even like at it. But I'm just like, I don't know. I'm like, you know what? Let the guys have their own little soap opera. It's fine. The women are a little bit lackluster, but you know what? This is as good as it's probably gonna get. You know, we'll be fine. You know, it'll be okay. Like, so you gotta make compromises sometimes, you know. I'm just glad that some of the Viltrumites actually get to be normal. Like, they get to actually just have families and, you know, no, but all I'm thinking about is that Steve Harvey is getting, like, because the thing is, Viltrumites are like dominant, so it doesn't matter who they bang, they're gonna be little Viltrumites at some point. So I'm like, I think it's also funny that there are actual just straight up black Viltrumites. Like, they're just there. There's no explanation. They're just there, and I love that. Let's see. And then there's Craig. Craig, like, the fact that, like, I'm sorry, Craig is just like, you hot, you getting it. Like, Craig is like, I will, like, single-handedly restore the Viltrumite race. I'm like, dude, you going after everybody, damn. Like, Craig is coming for you. Like, he is after everybody. I'm like, dude, calm down. He's like, nope, I'm going everywhere. There's a harem, but like, I just like how offended some of his wives look, but they're all still there. He's like, so, yeah, about that. So, like, I want to see the Craig core. That's just all of like Craig's kids. The show had a great idea with adding a Viltrumite adulthood celebration and showing that Viltrumite culture beating your kid as they turn 18 is just the standard tradition. Oh god. I mean, that makes sense. Like, Viltrumites fascinate me as a culture. Like, I mean, okay, obviously do not support slavery. I never support that. But I also just like how, according to the comic, it just kind of reaches a natural conclusion. And I'm happy that the comic book artist had like the balls to actually do that. Because a lot of times especially when you have like warrior races like this, they never want to actually have them be like, you know, they never really want them to settle the F down, you know. They always want them to go and fight and cheat on their wives all the time, you know. Shirt. Hawaiian pattern. Let's see if I can find like the worst one. Let's see if I can find the worst one. Let's see. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That looks a little too good. Ooh, ow. That hurts. Okay, let's like not make this the absolute worst. I think I'll just go with something pretty plain. no, we're not doing that. That feels like cultural appropriation somehow. I'll just go with something pretty plain. This will work. All right. Oh wait, did I do it? There it is. Let me first do this, and then I can just flop it on there. Anyway, what's it doing? It actually adds to Nolan's redemption with him asking Mark, why did you make me do this? To see if Dragon Ball and Invincible taught us anything, is that people keep murking people with no remorse. Yep. Is Fibonacci wearing a Hawaiian shirt, or is wearing a Hawaiian suit, or just a shirt because he has to be limited somehow? Like, I cannot let him run around in an actual straight up Hawaiian suit. I will cry. So he is going to be wearing just the shirt. That's why he looks so upset. Because I'm like, nah, fam, we're not doing that. You are not doing this to me. Like, no, thank you, buddy. Oh, God. I will fix this, I swear. There we go. I was like, why? Why would you do that? There we go. Let's see. Make it a little bit smaller. There we go. Do I want it to be that color, or do I want it to be a different color? No, it's gonna just be that color. It's fine. And he's like wearing like weird blue socks. And then yes, I think like a dark, like a nice like dark gray, dark blue suit would work. Yeah, no, blue would be better. There we go. There we go. He's like, he has to be at least a little bit coherent. Oh God, because I also like the very big contrast between his demon form and his regular form. Let's see, and there we go. Perfect. Dad, that's why I sure should draw myself when you should do it. There we go. But yeah, but I'm actually like just happy that the show actually just kind of like the story itself kind of at least takes the story seriously, instead of it just being like, oh, this is how, you know, this is a story all about how my life got turned upside down, you know. It's I am glad about that, because and it like just kind of coming to terms with the fact that asking them to not be weird about women is too much to ask for, so we're just gonna have to suffer. We're just gonna have to suffer. If the story isn't blatantly about women, women will suffer. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Like, oh, let's see, wait. There we go. Wait, once you finish animatic, good. I'm actually just that, and I'm also glad they didn't actually straight up just murder all the Viltrumites, because that's also the easiest way to kind of get away with all this, is just to murder everybody, and I'm glad they didn't do that either. Like, I'm glad they're like, no, actually, like let's kind of live with our consequences here, Eve notwithstanding, you know. I'm kind of glad that they actually just let some of them stick around. They didn't just straight up do the Saiyan, you know. Wait, the shirt needs wait, shirt, I need to finish the dumb stuff I have on my, well, finish your stuff, finish what you're doing. would be contradictory if the hero character, I don't know, when you got edgy nonsense on the menu, there'd be some stupid crap in there. Because edgy nonsense will find a way to be stupid all the time. They're like, what if we just, like, because then you get to have the I'm the last of my race plots, which I hate. Like, I'm like, no, like, I mean, technically not even Superman is the last of his race because of various reasons, but like, you know, I don't like the, oh no, I killed everyone, so now I'm the last, except for like, I think the only one who did that and it was technically okay is like Lobo. I think Lobo's the only character who can get away with that bullshit because he wanted to be the last of his kind, so, you know, we got Lobo, I guess. Like, so it was like, Sammy, you don't know anything about comics, but you know about Lobo? I'm like, yeah. Have to be careful with time. There we go. Oh wait, no, bro has a biological son. Woo! Let's see. Wait, Lobo has a kid? Oh, well, never mind. I lied. I don't know anything about comics. I don't know anything about comics at all. Let's see. I'm not gonna lie, Fibonacci's looking kind of hot here. He's looking kind of good. He's looking kind of good. Like he's looking very I'm not using that word. I'm gonna be good today. I'm on probation. Like, I am on probation. I will do no such thing. Let's see here. He's like the CEO of a fabric company. Yes, welcome to Fibonacci Co, where we have our very thick chairman. His name is Thick Chairman. No. I need to behave. I am on probation. I have to be good. I have to be good for the greater good. Let's see here. I mean, honestly, this is off to a pretty good start for the oldest brother of his, you know, of his demon siblings. Like, he definitely has good big brother energy. He owns the company that they all keep causing problems at, you know. They keep stealing his company card, and he's like, stop that. We have to at least pretend to be normal. And they're like, I mean, I am normal. He's like, the accountant just told me there are 50,000 orders for straps. Stop it. Okay. Okay, have you seen the TV show Grimm? Maybe, but I didn't pay attention. My sweet tooth has been craving lemon meringue pie. That is so specific. And peach cobbler. Interesting. Do you need to lose weight? I think you're perfect just the way you are. Nice and chubby and delicious and full of butter. I mean, anyway. Don't worry about it. I'll say Matthew, hello. There are places you don't go. One choice changes everything. Like, watch the trailer for Wildwood now in the movie theaters. Why does that sound familiar? Wildwood. Is it stop motion? Is it by like that Studio Leica, or I might be thinking about something else? Apparently it's, oh shit, yeah, that thing. I gotta watch that thing. Nice and chubby. God damn it, Cass. Yeah, because I saw that and it looked so cool. I saw like the behind the scenes for it. That looked so cool. Let's see. I don't want to give you white eyes. Do I want to give you the eyes that are the same as your skin color? Do I want to do that? I gotta fix your eyes now because they look a little derpy. Actually that doesn't look, oh, okay, you know what? No, this is good. This is good. I gotta fix your eye though because it's bothering me. Oh god. Let's see if I can fix where your stupid iris is. See if I can fix that because that is looking. There we go. Much better. Anyway. You make me sound like the main course to a dinner. No! I mean, like, Axel, would you rather be the main course or would you rather be the side dish? I'm just saying. Anyway. Is it true that you always throw people through walls? No. Of course not. Never. I'm back. Who is this guy? What are you talking about? It's Fibonacci. It's Fibonacci, our older brother. Like he's here to he's here to fight crime or something. Let's see. Oh, wait, let me just do this real quick so I don't have to worry about spillover. This is his human form when he's being a nice big brother and letting his younger siblings hold the MasterCard for like 2 seconds. There we go. I didn't recognize him without his horns and drop. Yeah, I know. This is what he looks like when he's just being normal. This is just what him when he's being normal. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. But yes, this is the big bro. We decided to go by Big Brother first, so that's what we're doing. I think I'm like do this. I don't want this to be a different color at all. What if I just made it all black? I don't like that either. Nah, white's definitely the better way to go. Anyway, it's a good show until you get to the season where the butcher, where they butcher the writing of the main character's wife. Oh shit! Can we keep that he runs a fabric company and only for half it's going to be spent on strapped accessories? Okay, you know what? Sure, he is the king of a fabric empire. No, wait, like he would obviously own like a fashion company. Obviously, what am I talking about? You know, he'd own a fashion company and his siblings keep like constantly doing stupid bullshit in the background, but like yeah, he owns like you know a fashion label, you know. And when he's not being taken over by his horrifying demonic urges, he totally is actually competent. Like he's like, of course no one expects this gigantic buff man to be, you know, a fabric designer, but here he is. PC-kun, it's okay, we're almost there, we're almost done. PC-kun's like, ugh! And I'm like, it's okay. It's like, I can't handle all this girth, please. Like, we're almost done, PC-kun. You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. Like, just hang on a bit longer. PC-kun cannot handle all of this man's beef. You cannot handle all of this man's gigantic beef. Like this guy's neck. There's just so much going on here. You shut your beefy man. Oh lord. There we go. Yes. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. This guy's made of 110% beef. Like, goddamn. There's just so much going on. He's like beefaroni. Good lord. He's a beefy man. Those legs though, goddamn. His arms and legs are so fucking thick. I don't know what I was doing here. Why are they just so big? It's just saying because it really looks it's really good. I mean, I'll have to see because like I'm very bad with shows, so I'll have to see because like I also just have really shit taste that I am actually rather attached to, so you know, there's that. No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just realizing I'm using this guy is literally just like Lucifer from that game I like to play. He's just Lucifer. He's just Lucifer. He's just big buffy like Lucifer, but it's fine. It's fine. Let's see here. There we go. Since we have so basically give him a sack suit and American style suiting. I don't know what that means. So since we have maid day, which of the demons besides Acura, because that's too obvious, would wear the maid outfit? I don't know. Like, I kind of want to put him in a maid outfit, but I think he would look better in a bunny outfit. So I don't know. Like, I think like Straproth would be good. Lysol would probably be way too willing to be put in the maid outfit. So there's that. Let's see, where is it? Oh, here it is. Let's see. I don't know. What would be good in the maid outfit? Let's see here. I don't like that. Okay. Good. Anyway. Same do for the sake of being evil. Oh god. I forgot what you're talking about. Oh my god, Belzebub would do like really good in a maid outfit actually. Like he would look so good in a maid outfit. Like I keep forgetting Belzebub is even a thing, but he would be pretty decent in a maid outfit. Yeah, he totally would. I might like just put them all in maid outfits, honestly, like just cuz. Like I might just put like with the like once I give them all like since they're all gonna have human forms, I might like put them all in maid outfits to be quite honest, because I think they would all work. You're like, Sammy, was this an excuse to draw more guys in weird outfits? Probably. I like the terrible voices I always choose for chat. Is always just the worst voice ever. It's never anything normal. It's always just like, ah, let's see here. Okay. Here we go. And then I have to put this down to 75, so it's not too stark. There we go. He is that okay, he's gonna get a maid and a bunny outfit. There's no way I'm gonna leave this poor man alone. Like he's getting all the outfits that he doesn't want. He doesn't even want to be here. Where is it? Oh, let me actually put his eyes in there. What is this? This is nothing. Okay, let's go ahead and add your shadows for your eyes real quick. Maybe a little darker than that. There we go. Let's see, do I want it to be... No, it'll be over here. Not bright enough. No. And then up here. Oh, that was like, what the fuck was that? This is the sensor bar. It protects his identity. There we go. Perfect. Anyway, his secretary told him to help him. Wait, what? His secretary told him it would help him connect. What are you talking about? Are we talking about him wearing the maid outfit? Why does this look like a freaking like light novel CG? Like not light novel, but like, why does this feel like a visual novel? This feels like a freaking visual novel, and I can't. Like that's what this kind of looks like. Oh, the maid outfit. Okay. Like this legitly feels like a freaking like, you know, like this legitly feels like a CG for like a freaking like, you know. Let's see. Oh wait. Like this, that's what this feels. This literally feels like it's like a CG for a freaking like a visual novel for some reason. Like that's what this kind of looks like. It's just like, you know, you're showing for your first day at work, and you meet the boss, and he's just kind of like, you're late. What are you even doing? Are you even taking this job seriously? You know, you're like, sorry, sir. You know. like that's what this feels like, you know. Like this is like his introductory CG, you know, or like his introductory sprite you know, you start working at I don't know, a Fibonacci Corp, you know, at the Fibonacci company. Like you started working there, and and then you actually meet the sexy CEO, you know, and he's just obsessed with fabric. Let's see. But he's also like a demon, so I'm like, how would that even work? Like ass, probably. Let's see here. You're almost done. I'll have to just come and fix that. I'll fix that later. As we awkwardly focus in on his crotch. Don't worry about it. It's not important. It's not important. Get back up there. All right. There we go. Okay. And then. That. Okay. And then we're gonna just put this up by 75. We're almost done. Okay, now I gotta clean this up a little bit. Okay. He can identify the fabric you wear at a glance, like light Yagami. He's thinking like he's wearing a blazer that's 50% cotton, 25% rayon, and 25% linen. Interesting combination. That's awful, but I kind of like that. You know what? That's canon now. He can tell what fabrics are made of just by looking at them. You know, so he can tell when stuff is fake. You know, he already knows. He's like, this isn't real cashmere. Like, he doesn't even have to touch it. They're like, how did he know? It's like, that's the fabric demon for you. And he's just called that because of the weird way he's obsessed with fabric. They're like, that's the fabric demon for you. He always automatically knows. Oh Lord, no, I'm not calling it the cuck chair, but I keep saying I'm gonna have to go put him in the cuck chair. He doesn't have a cuck chair. He's like, just a regular. He has a regular CEO chair. He doesn't have a cuck chair. As funny as that would have been. He's just like ah yes, the CEO in his weird cuck chair. But he doesn't have that. He's totally not into that. Maybe he might be because I created him. Who knows? Everyone knows how my creations tend to go down the toilet. Down. Alrighty. Okay. And let's clear this up a little bit. Oh. Okay, good. And I gotta just deal with this one here. Yes. As wild, I want that power. Now your creations aren't down the toilet, they're good shit. Like, he looks surprisingly good. I'm just like, wow, did I actually draw this? He looks kind of good though. Like, what happened to me? My art might actually be decent, you guys. Oh my god. My art might actually be decent. When did this happen? When did my art actually get legit? Like, I just want to make like a fake like visual novel with this guy. I just want to make a fake visual novel with him. Like, just literally just have it like, you know, I don't know, get like a generic business background and just be like, you know, you run into him and he's just like, it's like, you know, are you new? He's like, it's a bad impression to be late on your first day to work. You know, and then they're like, is he wearing a Hawaiian shirt under his suit? And just be very confused at this man. It's like, is he wearing is that a Hawaiian shirt? Like what is he doing? What is this? Like what is he even wearing? Like, it would be glorious It'd be glorious, I say. Pat that down, put this over here, pat this down as well. Now keep a little bit of that. He would say, at least don't wear polyester in the summer. Like, what? He's like, if you're gonna work here, at least wear the. He's like, at least wear the proper clothing. It's like, this fabric choice is awful. Coming from him, and then, like the thing is that's killing me is that he turns into this. He turns into that. Like, oh my god, that could kill me. But he turns into that monstrosity. Let's see here. Okay, let me actually just go on ahead and just merge everything. I think I got all the main colors, so I'm gonna go ahead and merge everything real quick. So that way I can, because I'm almost like I'm getting, what'd you say, Cass? I locked in. I definitely locked in because, like, man, this is actually pretty good for me, all things considered. Usually I'm way worse at managing than this. Let's see, let's go ahead and get everything merged. Do any adjustments? I'll fix the hair in a second. Yeah, overall he's actually pretty good. Oop. What did the kid say? What the heck? There we go. Just give him a little bit more personality. There we go. It's like no one expected this random thick fashion designer to show up, but here he is. Okay. That. His brother still attacked him and gave him a terrible haircut. This still happened. That is canon. Okay. Let's see here. It's best to get all this done. Get a little bit more fuzz back here. I'm gonna give him an earring actually. Let's see. Good. He looks like he's about to open an orphanage in Okinawa. I can't. Oh my god. I can't. I open an orphanage in Okinawa. Oh jeez. Oh god. I freaking can't. Here. Okay, let me fix this up a little bit. There we go. Anyway. Yeah, it looks stupid. Anyway. Unless. Now it looks stupid. Anyway. But yeah, this is like legitimately looks like a freaking game CG and it's kind of killing me. Like, I just can't with this. I'm just like, this literally looks like a freaking, like, you know. Let's see. Let's do my favorite. This one. Oh, nope. Definitely not. Wait, why black? Why was it black? Oh. Stop it. He's oh jeez. Okay, first of all, cut that out. Don't be doing that shit. Okay, this oh god, that's why. I'm like, what the hell? Jeez. Okay, let's tone this down a little bit. Damn. Okay, there we go. Give it turn a little bit up. Damn. Okay, there we go. And probably not there. No. And let's do 75. There we go. Okay, much better. Gotta get this down right here. Anyway. He looks like he would fit well in the Yakuza game. I like to imagine when he's analyzing the material of outfits, he makes comments like, the suit looks expensive, but look closely and it's 80% polyester and 20% linen, making it, it's like, meaning it's a cheap suit only meant to make a person look more important than they really are. And they're like, what the fuck? Like, you can't fool him. You can't fool him with your nonsense. Like, there's no way that this guy's gonna, like, just let you get away with it. Like, not this guy. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, it's like, I forgot his, the hair thing is magenta. I forgot. Alright. And things up here. Okay. That's actually a fucking bad sit. Oh god. I'm not gonna lie, like I imagine, like, you know, because I like to base things off of like dating sims, so I imagine like getting this guy would actually be really freaking difficult, because you'd have to wear like the proper fabric choices, you know, and then you'd also have to be able to hold a conversation about him and know random facts about random bullshit that no one cares about, you know. Like, you'd have to do that bullshit with this guy. all the fabrics, polyester and linen. Like, this would have to be like a half fashion game or some shit, you know. It'd be like a half fashion game and you're trying to figure out how do I get this guy to pay attention to me, you know. And it's like some weird arbitrary bullshit. Like, it'd be some weird arbitrary bullshit. You're like, what the hell? Just like, oh, okay, so apparently he's into this? Question mark? Like, heavy question mark? Like, like he would be like, he would be very, very annoying today. But, and then you'd also have to be able to like get along with his brothers too, because he, despite everything, he cares about his little baby brothers, you know, he cares about them. You know, so he's like, you have to be able to like get along with his little brothers and everything, you know. Like, it would be a pain in the ass. See, I must wait, I have to accentuate just a bit more. You have to accentuate just a little bit more. Just a little bit. Oh wait. I want this. Yeah. Okay. What was I say? What the? That's the wrong color. There we go. So we just understand how big his boobs are. Okay, no. I think I need to make it a little bit smaller, actually. It's okay, Pizza Gun. We're almost done. I swear. Pizza Gun's like, oh, please, no. Like, it's okay, Pizza Gun. We're almost there. We're almost there, Pizza Gun. I promise. Pizza Gun knows I'm lying. Anyway. Oh wait, I forgot. I gave him a collar, didn't I? Shit. I forgot to put his collar on. I mean, his secret seal of whatever the shit. No one cares. It's like, I'm like, something seems missing. There we go. We can't have you running around all normal. There we go. What does the choker do? Absolutely nothing. I just like him wearing one. Perfect. He's like, without this, he only bangs women. With this, he will also bang men. Stop. Anyway. Anyway. You see, like how Villa Westwood is getting into trouble because she used the Harrison Tweet logo and got into a dispute. Damn. All right, we've done it. We've done it, chat. He exists. He's here. He is here. He is the weird your name here CEO of your dreams. Oh god. Anyway. Chili, this literally feels like a freaking visual novel visual novel character right now. That's what he looks like to me. He looks like a visual novel character. I'm just half expecting to see text show up on the screen. All right. And I got down to like 66. Alrighty. He's the trendy new age CEO romance partner. Not gonna lie, you use the bubble scarf pattern for his I don't know what that pattern is. I just stuck it on there. Yep, mission accomplished. But here he is. Now we have to give him a real name. I mean, other than well, I guess Fibonacci will be shifted to his last name. I don't know why John Fibonacci is the first thing I thought of. No, that's awful. This John Fibonacci. John anything sounds bad. John. Wait, no, there's a. Well, no. Anyway, let's see. Let's add some text in here. Let's move him to the side. Let's see. This movie on here. This movie over here. Like John Leonardo. Leonardo. Oh god, what'd you send in my DMs? Let's see. Yeah, I was actually thinking about that, but I was too lazy to go get the fabric. But yeah, it was something like that. I might actually update it later. Yeah, like I can imagine that, but I was just too lazy to actually get the actual like thing for it. Anyway. So we have let's see. First of all, let me make this text bigger, damn. Okay, so we got let's see, let's see, human form. Let's see here. Probably not the two F's, because Leonardo Price. Why do I feel like that's also hi there, mistakenly sci-fi. Welcome in. My name is Semi Enigma. I'm an Elder Dragon Mombus. Thank you so much for the raid. How art thou? We just made a human form of my fabric demon, Fibonacci. This is what he normally looks like. My eyes hurt. Also, I think his legs got bigger when he got human. All that fabric went to his thighs. I hope you're doing good. How are you? You see, has returned from the breach. Oh, nice. Hello, I am the other half of Mistakenly Sci-Fi. We work on art. Nice, that's cute. I don't know, like, let me write it out. Let me write it out. Leonardo Fibonacci. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Also, yes, welcome Raiders. Welcome. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about Leonardo, because I'll just end up calling him Leon. And like, there's already a thick Leon, I think. So, probably not. Let's see. Not calling him Patrick because I associate that with the stupid starfish. Let's see. Anyway, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. For now, let me at least put his job as a job. Fashion company. See, is it what is it? Fashion. What do you call them? Fashion. What do you call the fashion companies? Fashion labels. Lorenzo actually sounds kind of cool, actually. Let's see. Ferdinand's a little. I might use that for somebody else, so keep it in mind. Where am I? Oh. Let's see. Ah. Where am I? Oh, there it is. Designer. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Where am I? I'm dying. Okay. Where the fuck? Okay. There we go. I like Lorenzo because it sounds like a bit more professional. Fashion. Let's see. Designer. Let's see. Fashion designer. Let's see. Magazine. He's also a magazine owner. Ricardo. You just don't put O at the end of his name. Let's see. Felix. No, I associate that with the cat. So let's see. Magazine owner. Let's see. Eldest brother. Let's see. Ah, wait, Giovanni sounds kind of cool. Giovanni Fibonacci sounds extra as hell. And it also sounds kind of Gucci. Let's go. And they probably call him, I don't know, Gio for short. Let's see. Well, I call him like Fibbin for short, but you know, it's fine. Eldest brother. Let's see. Powers. Can identify the fabric makeup of any makeup of any outfit. Oh god. Oh wait, let me fix this. Oh god. I'm gonna have to like fix a little bit of this. What am I doing? Oh. Wait, stop it. Ah, no. Go back to what I was using before. Ah. Oh god, no. Ah. There we go. I was trying to just get over here. You gotta go have so much. No problem. Thank you very much for joining me, and thank you very much for the lurk. I greatly appreciate it. Okay. So first of all, let me like shrink some of these, because good lord, everything doesn't need to be that big. We're gonna shrink this to 3. Okay. Eldest brother. I don't know. Dating. Let's see. Difficulty. Let's see. There you go. Just so I was like, how difficult is it to get this guy? It's very difficult. It's very difficult. He is very annoying to date. All right. Good job. Let's see. Actually, let me just put this up here. Let's see. This is eldest brother. All right. So yeah. So we have. Actually, let me. Is over here. There we go. Date. It's like dating rank. Very difficult. Let's see. Okay, there you go. But here you go. Here he is. Oh, it's up there. I was like, where did I put it? Okay. And then I think he's great. I think he's great. He's very much like, you know, your weird, like, you know, absurdly thick CEO man. But you know what? He you know, he's kind of cute. Like, he's kind of cute. Then he turns into this thing. Okay, awesome. So we have done it. So yes, he also owns a magazine because I said so. Do I want to add anything else? I think that's pretty much it for him and his horrifying Hawaii shirt collection. Oh wait, actually let me add that to his rap sheet here. Let's see. As a Hawaiian shirt collection. There we go. As a pet ocelot? Oh god. Oh, wait. Collection. Let's see. That has a pet ocelot. Named, I don't know. What's a good fabric name? Oswald. Wait, no, what's that stupid sock pattern? What's that stupid sock pattern? Is it Oswald? Wait, what is that one sock pattern I really get? Let's see, it's Argyle. There you go, Argyle. There you go. Is that how you spell it? One second. Gotta look weird for a minute. Yep, that's how you spell it. So he has a pet ocelot named Argyle. He hasn't bothered to name it. He got one as a power move. There you go. He has a pet named Argyle. I can't draw Argyle, so we're gonna have to just use our imagination. But yeah, there you go. He has a pet ocelot named Argyle. Congratulations. Oh god. Like, please, like, I'm sitting here playing, like, don't date these guys. They'd be awful. They'd be awful boyfriends. I mean, he wouldn't be so bad. He'd be okay. You know, he'd be all right. Difficulty, like, he's like the hardest one to get and to date. But don't worry, because I made this game, there will always be a harem option at the end of the day. There will always be a harem option, so don't think you have to be monogamous in this game if you don't want to. Like, like, we can make it so that everybody's available. Like, everybody's available, it's okay. I'm a terrible person. There we go. Make shoes all nice and shiny. We did it! We drew a sexy man in a suit. Anyway, now that we have finished dealing with Giovanni here. He doesn't look like he suits his name at all, but I don't care. He's like 90% cleavage anyway. Anyway, let's go ahead and move back to the other screen. Let's go. Getting back to circle, take that, and put my wings back on. Hey, and PC-kun didn't die. Let's go. We did it. Can't believe I just made him, like, gave him absurdly thick legs for, like, no reason. Like, oh god. I gave him just, like, random thick-ass legs. You love him? That's good. Also, hey there, Naomi. Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. I can't help it. I gotta draw the hot men. There's a lack of hot men out there that, you know, that aren't like, I want to make it so that my hot men are available to everyone, not just certain people. If you want this thick man, you can have this thick man. Yeah, I sent him. He's the Fibonacci is now down with the thickness. I've hit him with the thick ray. He's a slab. He's a slab now. But I literally want to just make a fake just a fake visual novel, like so we have like 20 minutes. Like, what should be his, like, his I don't know. Well, I'll figure it out. I'll finish all of them, and then we'll put them in maid or bunny outfits, and then we'll figure it out from there. Oh yes, this was just an excuse for me to draw another thick man. I have a problem, an addiction. Anyway, I think that's a pretty good stopping point. I think we did pretty good. You know, we stayed on track. You know, I didn't crash out even once. Shut up. We're doing good. We're doing good. So since we're going in order from oldest to youngest, that means on Friday we're gonna do Lysol Vendor. We're gonna do Lysol Vendor on Friday, so tune in for that. And again, like, when it comes to like certain things, I don't know. I think Lysol Vendor is also another one who might have dark hair, but I don't know, because I don't know. I'll figure it out. Anyway, thank you for joining me today. If you are watching the VOD, I hope you enjoyed. If you are watching the YouTube, like and subscribe, I guess. Be good, behave, and don't be a menace, don't eat a horse. And I love you very much. See you on Friday. Hopefully, if not, I hope you have a good week. Yeah, I'm gonna order a pizza. Okay. All right, love you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Hustle, bye-bye, daddy-o, and all that.